we have another viewer.
Welcome everybody to Dragons in the Dining Room. Tonight we will be doing adventures in Loromir. We are blessed with the presence of Naivara, finally.
Hi.
Her tournaments went extremely well. You got...
Good job not dying.
Second place
Second in
at
state. And then the New York Mills tournament, I got first in patterned and third in sparring.
First in your patterns and third in sparring.
And the first person I sparred was Miss Abby.
Of course.
New York Mills. So
we are happy to have you back.
Laurels.
We're happy that you did well in your tournaments.
Laurels. Like, don't rest in your laurels.
And for those of you
achievements.
just joining us, a quick review on where our current situation is in Loromir.
Yeah, we have people that are having technical difficulties. But go ahead.
What kind of technical difficulties?
Finding out.
Is it me or is it them?
No, it's them.
Okay.
It's Paul, but he's trying to get into
Paul's
watch us.
watching?
Well, he's trying to.
He's trying to.
That's what I just.
Getting hooked up into Twitch can be difficult for some people.
I didn't know that he was gonna watch.
So,
I didn't either until just now. But I said Paul's trying to watch. Paul's watching. He's trying to. Oh.
So, as I was saying, last session that we left off, the group had helped recover the Dryad Hyley's Grove. She started to assist with what Corona was doing, and there is a great new growth through everything that was destroyed and covered in undead filth. While this was going on, Mirin got together with the orcs, who are now named what?
Khrushchev Yovev. Khrushchev Yovev.
Khrushchev Yovev, which is, in the common language, the Wanderers.
I thought it was Yiddish.
He is working the Smithy's Forge to craft them weapons to defend themselves with before they head out from the Dryad's Grove. The orcs have taken the Boar's Head and chosen to make them honorary members of this new tribe. Before they leave, however, Eric expressed some dangers with a white dragon that he had faced many years past and took off to go check in on that. I don't know. He was sitting on a table.
Who took Mushu?
While
Taya's raising her hand.
while they were doing all of this work, they were also met by 3 druids who were extremely
Start
pleased
taking body parts.
at the recovery of the Dryad's
Where's
Grove,
Mushu?
the city of Pinehurst.
See? How did she know?
The city of Pinehurst was extremely pleased with the recovery of the Dryad's Grove and
She knew
granted
where it was, so
a
she must have
discounted
been
price on horses for the rest of the group.
Yay!
And just before we wrapped up, there was a bit of a scuffle between 2 of the orcs as they were a little too excited for the next day's adventure, which is being joined in by Mirin and Aloxus, a competition to see who is the strongest to lead this new orc tribe. The next morning has rolled around. They have rested up and they're getting ready for the midday sun, which is where we're picking up.
Oh, and Vistra created Snapchat filters on Corona's face.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
I remember you telling me about that.
Yes, you did. However, you're a bit too early for your time, so trademarking it is going to be difficult.
Yeah, well.
So, we are going to pick up about an hour before the events start with this competition.
I have an eyelash.
Mirin has taken a moment to rest, seeing as he spent the entire evening on the forges.
Yep.
Everyone else has been milling about, working on different projects, helping Hyley and the druids recover the grove and tend to what's happening. Yes?
I need to pick up a new quarterstaff because the one I did have I gave to Loxus.
Okay.
Was the
You are
tent
in
that
you are in the Dryad Grove right now.
yes, but was the tent that had all of our belongings in it a full sham as well?
There is nothing left
Okay.
of the
So any
fortifications
loot that we might have gotten besides our own gear would have been
Right.
most everything is destroyed, yep.
okay.
And what
That's what I
isn't
thought.
destroyed has already been reclaimed by the orcs.
Okay. Perfect. Then I would like to ask Hailey for permission to get myself a quarterstaff from her forest.
Oh. So you are looking for a weapon of the forest.
Correct.
No? I believe I have something that will be of benefit to you.
Oh.
Wait here. As she goes inside the oak tree, but not through the door like you're familiar
Oh
with.
yeah, no.
She just
Right through.
tree walk.
Yep. She just walks right through the tree, and you hear a bunch of noise coming from inside. And it never occurred to you that something of the Feywild could actually be human in a manner of speaking, as all of a sudden you hear muffled cursing in a language you haven't heard before. And then Hailey reappears walking through the tree holding a quarterstaff.
Sweet.
I apologize for my outburst, but I cannot believe what that wench did to my home.
Is she
Yeah.
talking about the wench or the one that
Lightning struck it.
The wench. It was definitely the wench.
right? Not the one who kind of, ramshacked everything.
You see as she puts her hands forward, there is what looks to be a fresh growth from the tree that has been separated. And as she puts her hand like
Keep 'em
this, it goes
separated.
from a small twig, only a few inches large, and grows until it becomes a full-size quarterstaff. This is yours. And as you hold on to it, you realize that this thing radiates a strange warmth. There is also a very fine carved embossment around the entire thing that
Like a
looks like a grapevine wrapping around it. You see the leaves, you see the little bunches of grapes on it.
Where the heck is that?
And you realize that this is a little more than just a wooden stick that looks pretty. That warmth that you feel from it tells you there's more to it. For your purposes on a character sheet, you have a quarterstaff +1.
Ha! To
Oh.
+1 to what? Though?
Just
Just
plus
+1.
one,
It
it's a
helps you
magical weapon.
it helps to your to hit
And
and damage. It gives you +1 to both.
Nice.
Do we see this?
She's not
I'm-
hiding it.
I'm gonna like
I want
stare at the thing, like big eyes, like look at her. I am honored. Thank you. So
You
how do you
guys
spell
don't
her
know
name?
anything more than the fact that it looks like an extremely pretty quarterstaff.
Yeah, but we watched the thing grow.
Great.
It's so cool.
How do you spell her name? Hylee.
Hyliee.
IEE. Thank you.
So if after watching it grow, that's beautiful. Is there anything I could do in exchange for something similar? The craftsmanship is superb.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, you currently have a quarterstaff.
What
Right?
is
I do.
Plus
I
one.
borrowed it from her until I could find a new one,
Because quarterstaff is dead.
and it's very beat up.
May I see your weapon?
Absolutely. And I
I'm not
What's
sure.
that?
hand it over.
What is quarterstaff finesse?
No, it's versatile.
It's versatile.
1d8, 1d10.
D68.
D68? Okay.
D68.
D6 if you use a one-handed, D8 if you use a both
Where's
hands.
the PHB, Taya? In here. Use the PHB.
May I see your
And Shalea is useless.
May I see your weapon?
1d6, 1d8.
Am I nearby?
Bludgeoning.
Yes, but if it's a D6 to begin with.
You're within eyesight, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I run up before she has the chance to give the weapon. Great sword.
I cannot do anything with metals. I am
No.
sorry.
Can you make a great sword out of wood?
1d6
It
one-handed.
would be merely a stick.
1d8. Two. Okay.
What about a javelin?
I pat Mirren gently.
Your javelin is made of
weapons.
metal
Wood.
as well.
It's mostly wood. It's got a metal pointy bit.
There is nothing. I do not work with metals. They
Okay.
are, though they may be a tool to you, they are an abomination to me. They are part of the reason that there has been so much destruction in my growth.
Oh,
What about my longbow?
it's got metal
May I
points.
see your weapon?
Yeah.
And as she holds on to your weapon, she, at this point in time, closes her eyes. And there is this soft glow that starts to emanate from her and rolls down her arms into her hands. And as this happens, you watch as the wood of your bow, even though it's well worn from use,
Yeah.
softens even more. It, and then as you get to the outside of the bow where the string attaches, you watch as these it almost looks like little vines start to
It's
grow
not Dex.
around where the string
So
is
it's like
It's
reinforcing
not
it.
and wraps around the string
Quarterstaff is not Dex.
Ooh.
Quarterstaff is
and
just-
gets super tight,
Right, it's
almost
more
invisible to
so-
the string now. And she hands it back to you.
Thank you.
You now
Our
have
stuff
a
is
+1
versatile, not
bow.
nuts.
Okay. So it's string that's less proficiency.
Gorgeous, thank you.
Okay.
And then
She
plus
still has
one.
my quarterstaff.
So
You never gave it to her.
Yes, I did. I
You
said
stopped to
That would
look
be
at Angela.
+4.
okay. I then hand her my quarterstaff.
And very similar, you watch as this glow happens,
So that would
and
be
all of the
4d6
wear
plus
starts to
4,
fade.
4d8 plus 4 with this magical
Stupid wooden
quarterstaff.
weapons. You just go with the cool
Stupid
things.
magical
You add it-
claw.
add
You get all the cool
proficiency
things.
to your damage.
No,
I can't use my good weapons and the claw at the same time.
So
proficiency.
Didn't we have a
to
conversation about that?
I can have it on, but I
Just
can't
with
use it.
There we go.
Correct. Just
So-
your 2 hits.
If you have to don and doff
Plus
it, then
one.
you
No.
can like
Attacks
just.
and damage.
Just not use it.
Well,
And
and
so we
that's
decided
they say
to-
there was another one though.
Yes.
Well, yes, I have to get the other one, but with the one, I can have it on my hand and not use it.
Gotcha.
So I can use my two-handed weapons, and then if I go one hand, I can use the weapon.
So you could technically make that your second weapon if you were to
If I had a light
if
weapon,
you were
but-
to, if you were to dual wield.
Yeah,
You
You
could
don't
make
add you don't add proficiency to damage, correct?
that. Correct.
Thank
just
you.
to hit.
Thank you.
Then, is it just all of
You now
the
have a +1 quarterstaff.
extra
Thank you.
D6s
anyone have a
for sneak
pencil?
attack and stuff?
What are you talking about?
Thank you.
what
For
about the whole
other
I
characters.
had them on the table,
So
the whole bunch of pencils?
like the big
Oh, I said-
giant
I
you
said-
wad.
never add anything
said
to
them
your
back
damage
here
bonus
because they were in the
unless
way.
you have something.
Thank you.
Correct. You never unless there's like a feat for to add proficiency, you never add proficiency to damage rolls.
Never.
Okay.
Okay.
So you never add anything to damage rolls except if you get a plus.
You add your modifier to it.
Of the weapon, so you,
Strength or dexterity
+0
based
for
on
you.
the weapon.
Okay.
Right.
unless it's versatile, then you use dex.
No.
No, unless it's finesse.
Finesse,
Then
never
you
mind.
use dex.
Yeah, finesse is dex.
Okay. That's where
Versatile
I was
is switching
Versatile
between one
is
and two
one or
hands.
two hands.
Which is why you went with which is why you were using the scimitar more because that's finesse.
What
Now,
if you
real quick,
nuances? Go ahead.
Taya,
Yes.
these are magical weapons. So for argument's sake, they will bypass any damage resistance versus non-magical weapons.
So that's what I was saying with
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh
Okay.
is that it makes it a D8, so you're not having to two-hand it. It lets you use your wisdom modifier instead of your strength modifier
Which is more damage.
To attack.
to attack and to your
And
damage.
Okay. That makes more sense.
So
I
you
also
would get a
would've
+5
One
to
would
hit.
help clean
Plus
up
six.
everything up. I also
+5
would
to
have wanted to get
Because the
another
weapon is +1.
full quiver,
Right,
like
but I'm
fill
saying
up that quiver.
That's already
With
modifiers.
Shillelagh, yeah.
Okay.
So technically to
Mirren
hit,
already went
she
through
gets
the
a
process
+9.
of refilling quivers.
sweet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that makes my quarterstaff a +8 to hit.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Because you stack.
No, I'm asking
Oh, her.
Alexis.
Okay.
Because my proficiency's 3 and my mod's 4 because quarterstaff is a monk weapon and monks get to add dex to their weapons. We went over it.
No, I'm just doing math.
And then the +1 from it being.
Yep, I was
Yep.
just doing math.
4 plus 3 plus 1.
I've got a +7 for my longbow to hit now. It was
Nice.
+6 to begin with. It's now +7.
I have a +7 to my martial arts.
Part of me wants to look at Eric and go, haha, mine's prettier.
Wait, can she do this with like instruments too?
Depends on.
It's a metal instrument.
Not all of them.
Not all
metal.
instruments
Most
are metal.
most instruments
'cause it's
during
here.
that time would have been made out of wood.
Yeah,
Because
With
remember
the
when
exception of the what?
with the one, but remember he made a very good point, made a very strong point that I'm not used to metal weapons, and it was cutting into my fingers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Metal weapons?
That was the mistake I kept saying. I kept calling it metal.
I'm a bard. It's a weapon.
That's a good argument.
There is fan art
Mirren,
of a bard standing over a
what was
battlefield
the
of
name
dead
of that?
bodies.
the
With a
orc
violin
that you had problems
and-
with.
She's just drawn her bow back and there's blood
Maverick.
dripping off
Maverick,
the...
that's what I thought.
Because
was
that's
awesome.
a good orc name.
Well, if you want his true orc name,
That's right.
it's Thok.
Thok.
Thokk.
Perfect.
The one I don't like.
You can tick Thok.
You mother thocker.
It's awful.
Meet the thocker.
You know like TikToker? TikToker.
Tic tac Thok.
That's
Awesome.
They deserve each other.
Do you want me to
Okay.
Let's bring a swear word.
spell that out?
Now,
How does it idea?
with all of that being said,
Do you want me to write out
you guys
the
talked to Hailey.
for your
You got your different things.
thing for
Vistra,
oscillating? Yeah.
you had mentioned something about instruments.
Like seeing all of them have their like weapons and stuff basically refurnished, I meekly walk up with my lyre, with my lute and my flute in hand. Because I don't know if she can technically do anything with the ocarina, because the ocarina is
Nothing happened to my
magical.
weapons.
Hers are she's got wooden instruments. We just covered this.
wood and catgut.
Did you say catgut?
Yes.
That's what they.
String.
That's
It's
what
a,
they
I
make
have
strings
a
of.
lute.
That's with the...
And what is it that I may do for you?
I don't know, but it looks cool.
Horsehair.
Horsehair is one thing. Catguts is another.
She grabs the flute from you,
Mm-hmm.
and looking at it, I do not see why you would need much help from me. As she starts to play a little bit on the flute, and it's just a hauntingly beautiful melody. It almost looks like no effort from her as her fingers just flow across this. You have something much more powerful than anything I could give you already.
Oh,
And she hands the flute back to you.
okay.
I may not see it, but I can feel it. Whatever it is you have is ancient beyond even me.
I'm gonna pull out the ocarina.
She daintily reaches out and sets her hand on it. And you watch as the leaves and vines that make up what her clothing all start to vibrate. And it's a very soft vibration, almost imperceptible if it weren't for the fact that you can see the little edges of leaves twitching. And she takes her hand off of it. This is something that was created back during the sundering of the Titans.
Whoa.
This is ancient beyond anything that I have ever been in contact with.
I wonder what would happen if we brought it in to one of the guild challenges.
Didn't you?
No, I didn't have it then.
Not yet.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right, because the Guild Challenger. Yeah, that's right.
There.
you
Sheldon's here,
have
don't worry.
something
You
that
lost that one
is
too.
powerful.
I know.
And the more that you become familiar with it, the more
Change the world.
that you will be able to use it properly.
Cool.
But there's,
It's an ancient artifact. Cool.
like your friend Miran, there's very little I can give you that you don't already have.
Thank you, though.
And while this is going on, you guys catch out of the corner of your eye
Corneas.
that the orcs have started digging out a deeper pit.
There's already a perfectly good
They're
pit.
making it bigger.
Okay. It
From,
doesn't require much.
yeah, they're making it bigger. By the time they finish, you have a 15-foot diameter pit that is 10 feet deep, dug out where that explosion had happened.
Only requiring a little bit of work.
All they really did was make sure to clear it out. You see Hailey watching, and there's a mixed emotion on her face of amusement and impatience.
Get off my lawn.
Pretty much.
This is going to be interesting to get off my lawn.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I can't wait for this is over, but it should be interesting watching.
Okay.
Now,
So, sorry, I had a quick question. Is Vistra's last name technically Amberhide then?
yes.
You can find your family.
Murin has
I
his last
was
name.
waiting for you to put the connection together, sweetheart.
Well, no, like I had it written in parentheses. But oh, that means I have to erase that too, because I have to.
I found the
erase my name.
thud.
Ah, okay.
It was familiar equals poof, druid, poof, and thud, animal companion, thud, and scream, because scream from the other person, and then animals just thud.
So, I will need. Who all is going to be
That
participating
needs to be
in
in
the
on the t-shirt.
tournament?
I'm popping popcorn sitting on the sidelines.
I'm in.
I'm just gonna watch.
I was asked to provide entertainment.
Yes, you.
I
were.
still think you should fight.
So,
It's only within an
Miran,
inch of your life. That's fine.
Miran, would you please kindly roll me an initiative?
Oh, absolutely.
I want to ask.
Oh gosh,
Eric,
it's
how
so
he
bad
got out.
over
I'm
right
gonna
now.
ask Eric
Oh
questions
gosh,
about how
is
he got
it?
out of those chains.
He's gone. He left the first night.
Oh, that's right.
If it is,
What did you get?
14.
14?
The original Ocarina of
so I never
Awesome.
moved my switched my initiative.
And Aloxus.
Hold
what is
on.
your initiative?
15.
What was the reaction? Back.
Tay and I were talking about starting to make t-shirt designs. First one has to be, is it a 6 or a 9?
That will never leave you.
Tay, can I get the PHP, please?
Alright.
Ever.
Now, you guys have
Okay.
your
so
minis are right
is-
here for you two.
That makes sense.
Hey, it's Bono.
Thank you.
That's what?
It's Bono.
Kids are running late getting home.
'Cause
It's
it
gonna
said
be closer to
you
between
too?
7:30, 7:40.
The main singer, YouTube, Bono.
7:30 or 7:40?
Yeah.
I'm 6:24 right now. Also,
Oh, wow.
excuse me.
That's kind of freaky.
Freaky deaky.
Oh, go back here. I just
It's also
killed
on the
a
floor.
You what?
I just killed a Durgar.
That's okay.
Get him. Okay.
We don't need
Everybody
another
dies eventually. Well, no, he's from Strahd.
Do you guys have enough tablecloth over there?
Yes.
We'll fix it later.
I know. It.
Now, before I get moving on this next little piece, I am going to warn the stream. Depending on when our kids get back from their church trip, we might be taking break a little bit early.
It's dubious, is what you're looking for.
That is a good word.
So it's 1d8 plus 6
All right.
for your damage.
While you guys
+1.
are getting your conversation going on with Hailey, figuring out your weapons, getting ready for this tournament, you notice that there are 2 orcs already in the pit.
Damn, you guys are fast.
They want to get this
You don't
over.
mess around.
You
I
almost
just
dropped that
killed
jar.
the tablecloth.
It's
You
funny 'cause
almost
you guys
broke
scared
glass.
me.
You see that
I hate this tablecloth.
Maverick is in there. And,
Fuck.
Yep, Thok is in there, and he's
Thok.
in there with.
I thought you said something else and I was gonna scold you.
That's why he said it the way he said it.
THOK.
Okay. Do double K.
Wow. And there's another orc in there, and these two are going. They're squaring off to each other, but they haven't started fighting. And you notice that the other 8 orcs have already started gathering around the ring. And you see as Chef turns, looks
Is
at
his name Chef?
I'm calling him Chef.
Yes!
That's awful.
I approve.
As Chef turns around, looks at all of you. Quick, come on! They're gonna start real soon.
You
Let's
gave
see.
him another name.
I know I did.
Okay.
I just want to call him Chef. It sounds a lot more fun.
Okay.
He starts flagging you guys down. Quick, come here! They're gonna stop. We will need to watch this.
Okay.
I definitely want to watch the others fight.
Honestly, Thok get the Thok beat out of him,
The
so
Thok, get
See
the
you
Thok
in the
beat out of him.
finals.
if you can make it there. I smile and walk.
Make your
And-
butt flap protect you.
I'm going to make for this. For a little moment there, you guys watch, and you realize that they are not carrying any weapons. You just got done putting together a whole handful of hand axes
Yep.
for them to defend themselves with, and they're not carrying any of them. They are going in there barefisted,
Yep. I expected as much.
I didn't.
and they just.
It's not a fight to the death.
The first thing you watch is Chef turns around and goes, "Right then,
No.
whoever's still standing, you'll be in the next round." Well, that hurt my throat.
Are you okay?
I start cheering for the orc that's not Thok.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's dench.
Dench. I should write
My
these
martial
down.
arts went up this level to 1d6. Which is good. Because I need that.
I need a lot more help than you can provide.
Immediately, as soon as Chef calls out, "Get started," whoever wins is on the next round.
Dench.
Dench, D-E-N-C-H. The two of them charge each other with complete abandon. And what am I looking for here? I'm looking for these.
Vistra Amber.
You watch as Dench catches Thok. One hand reaches down and grabs him by the hip, and the other hand grabs him by the shoulder. And in one smooth motion, picks him up and drives him.
I cheer especially hard.
Just drives him into the
Yeah!
ground in this just glorious body slam.
Go, Dench! Beat the crap out
I
of
start
Thok.
playing some really intense music.
Roll me a performance.
What performance?
And what weapon are you, or what weapon? What musical
I'm
instrument?
using my ocarina.
You are using the ocarina.
That would be a lot.
I'm not sure where that lands on the scale of 0 to infinity.
I
There.
believe it's a 24. Let
If
me make sure.
infinity's that way, it's
You can
that
count
way.
past infinity.
Yes, you can.
Yes, a 24 because I get a
24?
plus 10
In
when
real
I'm using
mathematics,
my-
there's numbers larger than infinity.
There are numbers larger than infinity.
I can show you a video that's really enlightening later.
Awesome.
And what type of music are you playing?
intense ones.
Like Barracuda.
I don't know if I'd call Barracuda intense. It's good. It's very good. It's one of my favorites. I don't know if I'd call it intense.
Yeah, I know, I'm putting you on the spot, but you're the one playing the music.
I know.
Or it could be TNT.
I could do what's it called?
A song.
Really? Okay, so you start playing something that is just shy of Flight of the Bumblebee. No, not Tchaikovsky. Anywho, and you guys watch as Thok gets body slammed just gloriously.
I'm happy about this.
You watch as dirt just kind of goes out from where he lands. However, very rapidly, it is just devolving into more or less like a schoolyard fight. It doesn't honestly look like there is any real strategy going on. Because as Thok lands on his back, he swings his feet out almost like he's just randomly kicking at Dench. And Dench takes one wild leap into the air and drives a knee into Dench's chest, pinning him to the ground. And you watch as Thok's face turns red. You have a sneaking suspicion that the impact caused all the blood to go up to his skull.
Come on, Dench.
And it seems as such, Dench seems to have the upper hand. Seriously. As now that he's kneeling down on Thok, he just starts dropping bombs. Just wham! Wham! Thok's head is just bouncing off the ground after every single one of the hits.
I'm smiling.
But there's something odd as you see this strange ferocity in Thok's eyes, almost like he's enjoying this. As Dench drops one more bomb and Thok goes, and for a moment there, he's holding Dench's fist in this almost perfectly matched contest of skills, and Thok starts to push.
No!
As he starts to lift Dench back just a little bit.
Come on, Dench! Drop his ass.
And you watch as he gets Dench almost vertical while he's on his knees, and in this crazy swift motion swings his arm over to the side, spins a leg up in the air, and it's the craziest thing that you watch as these two bulky brutes are moving around as light as they are, and all of a sudden Dench is now on his back, and you see Thok scrambling to get up onto his feet.
Come on, Dench. Get up.
As you say this, as you start cheering and trying to get Dench to reclaim his powerful position, it seems Thok has just found himself in a powerful position. Dench is on the ground on his back. Thok has scrambled back up onto his feet, and with literally no mercy, doubles up his fists and drops to both his knees as he does a double fists to the small of Dench's back.
Oh.
You watch as Dench's body curls from the impact just slightly.
Concave or
You said Dench is
convex
on his
or-
back.
Right?
He's on it. He was trying to get up.
Come on, Dench.
Dench is dented.
And as Thok comes for another blow, Dench is capable of covering himself and squirming slightly out of the way, throwing a kick, trying to catch Thok in the head. So Thok's attack is stopped for just a moment. As he brings his arm down to stop the kick, however, he grabs it, and in this sickening sound, you watch as he takes and goes with a forearm, and you watch as Dench's leg is now bent the opposite direction.
Oh, did you have to do that
Close to
now?
home.
Thank
Too
you.
close to home,
Like,
Joe.
you're not. Oh, bad.
Too close
naughty.
to home. I can hear that scream. now.
Yep.
Great. Great. Yeah.
At this moment, you watch as Thok stands up, and there is this look in his eyes.
Oh boy.
There is this look in his eyes. You can tell that he is now out for blood, and he just scans the crowd. His eyes stopping briefly. His eyes stopping briefly on you, almost
I
like
blow him a kiss.
and he just kind of glances over you as he turns, and you watch as he stops his look on two other orcs in the crowd, and they get a much more sinister glance from him.
I scowl at him.
You barely have a chance to before his eyes flicker to
When
something
he's
else.
looking at me, I'm scowling.
And with that, Aloxis,
Yeah. Wait. What?
you hear Chef. Ah,
Well, yeah.
Gertie.
because-
Aloxis.
Yes.
That's your name, right? You're in the pit. And
Alright.
you there. Go. You said you was going to get in on this. That girlie. Careful, she beats you. We're all going to make you the laughing stock.
I call out for Vistra. You know the Healy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
One of you
Before
two.
even-
Both of
before
us
you-
do.
Before you even get the chance, however, you watch as Hailey makes her way around and places her hand, and you can watch as the leg starts to reform.
I think she does it better.
She made it. I was trying to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I forgot you can cure.
I have both healing word and cure wounds.
Okay.
We'll give you this one.
Oh, jeez.
He's your opponent.
Okay.
You are
Hey, it's a knoll.
Yeah, I don't have any more orcs. You're the only orc I have, so you get to say you get to be the orc enemy.
What's the knoll's name?
The one that
Okay,
she's up against
thank
is
goodness.
Gel.
Gout?
Gel.
One more time?
G-E-L. Gel.
No, 2 L's.
2-L. Gaia.
Gel.
It's Spanish.
Actually, no, it would. Never mind. Not going there. So, you make your way down, and you see
And no weapons, right?
this
They're not
orc
using it.
jump down in, and he is only wearing half breeches.
Oh.
It's basically long shorts, cargo short length type things.
Jorts.
Okay.
And he looks at you,
Jorts.
and he grins, and you realize that he is of a little bit slighter build than
Okay.
most of the rest of the orcs.
Is he half?
No, he's just a slighter build. It'd be the difference between lightweight and welterweight. He's just a little bit slighter
Yeah,
build.
there's
Okay.
because there's not too much of a difference
Exactly.
in size.
So he sits there, and you watch as he decides to flex on you.
Oh god.
Okay.
You get in there, and you see him get this grin on his face, and it's not a pretty grin, as most of the orcs really aren't what you want to bring home to mom. As he just does one of these things, and you watch as his pecs just turn into solid muscle.
There's your new boyfriend.
Can I roll deception to pretend like I'm intimidated and in awe of his
You know what? Go ahead.
big burly orc nipples?
Orc.
Nipples? What?
I'm sorry, did you say
Hello.
orc nipples?
She did. She's. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Did you say that?
No,
No.
she said orc muscles.
Only
Oh,
13.
okay.
Only a 13. You start to look all, oh, look at those big orc muscles. Those
Wait,
are
wait.
so scary.
And the
And I blow
nipples.
him a kiss.
Can I
Assist?
It's already been, the
Bart-
transaction is already done.
Deceive harder.
bardic inspiration?
And, you know,
Can she? That's not a weapon.
I will allow it this one time.
Because I am already played.
I will allow it this one time.
Okay.
So I have
But
a.
it's something that you need,
4, I believe.
Yes, sir.
it's something that you need to announce before I finish the transaction.
You know what her level? I think
D8.
is a D8.
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's a date.
It's a date.
This is where Vistra and her College of Etymology is going to get really nasty now.
Mm-hmm. And I can add that to just for a reminder. Rolls, but not damage. It's
Ability, saving, and to hit.
perfect.
Yeah, ability, attack, or saving.
And I can roll it after my roll. I just have to
Before he
call
tells
it
you.
before it's.
Yeah, just
Okay,
add it
perfect.
to what you gave me though.
What?
She wanted to give you bardic inspiration for your deception.
Oh!
I'm allowing her to do that.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Technically.
I thought you were gonna allow her to give it to me after that for the fight.
I'm allowed. No. Relax. She wanted to give it to you so you could use it for your deception. It is your choice to use when you want to
Okay, then I'm gonna hold on to it.
and not let it affect your deception.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that
In
makes sense.
In the future,
Okay.
make sure to announce it beforehand.
Okay.
My lesser restoration.
The orc looks at you. Ready?
She's a bit odd,
Do
I
I?
say.
He does not look in the least like you have made him believe you.
Okay. Well, who starts us off? Me or him?
Remember, the rules are the rules. Very simple. Whoever's standing goes on.
That's it.
I need you.
Didn't say anything about weapon.
I need you to tell me what your action is, as your initiative is higher than Gel's.
Okay. And he has no weapons on him, correct?
Not that you can see.
Okay. Then I am going to just roll to hit with my open
He's
hands.
standing 10 feet away from you.
I'm gonna move in and hit him.
Okay. As a reaction,
He's a fighter.
he's standing there doing this flex thing,
Okay.
waiting for you,
Okay.
you know, trying to intimidate you. And as you approach, you realize at the last second that he wasn't flexing. He was waiting.
He's chambering.
And as you get close enough to be within reach, he drops this haymaker down toward your head.
Okay.
And
That's fine.
I know that's fine.
I'm not a rogue.
He rolls kind of low.
Okay.
So as this haymaker comes down, you're faster than what he thought.
I want to do number 4.
And you wind up inside his reach.
Number 4.
He goes, "Poof," and you pop up right here.
Uppercut, baby.
Roll the hit.
Hello.
That's a miss. I'm
What'd you roll?
pretty sorry. I shouldn't say that's a miss. That's only a 13.
It's not a miss, but it
Woo!
makes absolutely no impact on him.
Okay.
You go, dink, and he goes.
Extra attack. Roll to hit again.
And with you being this close, it's really hard to miss.
That's a 21 to hit.
You are definitely going to make it yourself known this time.
Okay.
You're gonna open palm slap his ear.
Oh,
Oh.
that hurts.
That
to
is-
think
Yep.
about.
6 damage.
Okay.
I don't know if he's the idea.
And then I want to use my bonus action
No, Darian, I know how much it hurts.
To
I got
expend
that by a kid once like
one
that.
of my chi points to martial arts
Okay.
That's why.
and swing at him
that's
2
part
more
of why
times.
his ear is back.
Okay.
20
Okay.
and 21.
Okay.
Because they were freaking out.
That's the first time I heard that.
It was a couple of weeks
5.
before I
The
got
first
sick.
one hits him for 9, and the second one hits him for 5.
Realized it could do anything.
9 and 5?
9 and 5.
14. Okay.
So you see,
20 damage.
this
in
is
one
what
round.
you see. You watch the uppercut, and nothing happens.
Dink. Okay. And his head, I mean, that first one, he
His head
does,
is a speed bag.
he does the whole chin up, looks down at you like,
Hey, that's shitty.
and with that, he
And then I blow
drops,
the kiss.
he drops his foot back,
Oh
Go, go!
right?
no! What?
Are you still playing your Flight of the Bumblebee music?
No, I'm playing Indiana Jones now.
Alright, roll me another performance.
Da 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 da.
No.
Wow.
What'd you roll?
I see a 1.
A 1?
That would be a 30.
A 30? Oh, you actually notice as you're playing this, everybody is just kind of jamming out to what you're doing now.
He watches my strikes are in time to their music.
There's a couple of the orcs in the crowd who give you a sideways look because they remember what happened the last time you got the crowd involved in your song.
Mr. Cast Mosh Pit.
at the orc fort. Mr. Cast's mosh pit.
You can work on that. Honestly, you can work on that if
That
you really
should-
want to.
That should be a shirt. The Bard Casts Mosh Pit.
Yes.
As his foot drops back, he looks down at you. There's no way I'm gonna let an ugly thing like you
Oh!
That's an
Wait,
orc.
What? And you watch Loxy go from having fun to I'm gonna kill this bitch.
As he swings down with his hand, you notice that it's not quite what you expected. And you, as he's doing this, there materializes this wooden stick.
All right.
And I'm going to assume that a 21.
What?
That does hit me.
Okay.
No, that
Okay.
isn't that you? 'Cause
The
it's
only
supposed to
rule.
be- but I thought they were allowed to bring weapons.
No one ever said that.
Didn't they?
The first group didn't.
They didn't, but no one ever said anything.
No. Okay.
It's a fight for being the clan leader, so.
And as this wooden stake comes down and strikes you, it catches you just on the back of the head here.
So it wasn't a mistake.
As you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and
Join the combat.
his hand swings back around like this for a 19 to hit.
That hits as well.
As you take another 12 points of
wow.
bludgeoning damage. And he gets this sadistic looking grin on his face. What's he gonna do, girl?
I would like my reaction to use my reaction to hellish rebuke him on the second hit.
Okay.
Dracarys.
And
I
what
need him to make a strength saving throw.
And what's the number I
Oh
have
gosh,
to say it again?
only 12.
Is it strength?
Yeah, but he takes half on a.
Is it strength or dex?
It's a strength saving throw.
Strength
I thought
for
Hellish
Hellish
Rebuke was
Rebuke.
dex.
Oh.
Yeah, hang on.
Hang on, was I looking? It's Dex. I apologize.
Okay.
I was looking
I'm like,
at.
I have Hellish Rebuke
I've
and it's
been doing
dex.
this
Yep.
wrong for
No,
so
I
long.
was looking at Arms of Hadar, not Hellish Rebuke. Yeah, it's a 12 Dex.
He seems to recognize what you're doing.
And he takes half on it.
He seems to recognize what you're doing
Okay.
and kind of slips just a little bit out of the way. He made a save.
That's okay. He still takes half of 13.
6.
And with
What you
that,
gonna do now, girly? Dracarys. My
And-
turn!
and with that, you watch as the grin goes from amused to it fades into a very flat face. I know you. It's your turn.
Wait. Do that again?
I know you. And now it's your turn.
She's shook.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Was it his voice?
Yeah.
And he just said, I know you?
Yep.
high monk rage against the barbarian machine. And I am going to swing to hit him again.
At disadvantage.
Why?
Because you just told me that you are shaken.
Shooken.
You are shaken. You are shaken by what he said.
Okay, I find it weird what he said. Disadvantage? Okay, that's alright. I only have to roll above a 6 to hit him.
You think so?
I guess we'll find out. Hang on, let me pull up my monster manual and put it on the table so I can look at the picture and convert. 15. Miss. Okay.
However, again, your swing comes around and makes contact. But he seems to just shrug
shake it off.
Shake it off.
I am going to attack again. Still disadvantage?
No.
This one's normal?
Everything else is, the rest of these are normal.
Okay. I want to use my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
On this one. 14.
14? Okay. That one is a definitive miss.
And then,
as he kind of slips what you're doing.
Then I want to use my martial art, my bonus action to expend a chi point.
Attacks now?
Yeah, I have extra attack at level. Should have been back at level 5, but monk level 5. Swing twice again at him. Martial arts is 2.
I thought, okay.
That would be a 17.
You find purchase this time.
And that one is 7 damage.
I now need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Before my second strike?
Yes.
Okay. That's a 20.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these green-red flames burst up and consume you.
Oh.
As you take 3 points. I already did the half.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So that's what he meant.
And then I want to finish my other martial arts strike.
Yep.
That's 14.
And yeah, it kind of threw you a little off guard when all of a sudden flames burst up out of the ground.
Right.
You're like, wait, what? Oh. So the last attack slightly misses.
Okay. Is Mirren, the betrayer, still cheering for Gel?
I am cheering for you.
I know where you live.
I don't. Where?
I'm not going to say it on camera for your benefit.
No, not me, the person.
Oh,
Are you talking about me, the person, or Mirren?
both.
Okay, because I'm playing Mirren. Not
Okay,
Patrick.
well, I know where both of you live.
All of a sudden, his hand comes down, and you hear a very...
That must be fun.
you hear words,
Okay.
and they're foreign to you. All of you... No, with your music, I would say that you can't hear it.
I understand it probably.
No.
It's not orc?
Nope, that's
Okay.
not Orcish.
Okay.
It's not common, dwarvish, elfish, draconic, or sylvan?
He was going to give it
No.
to you, he said.
Is it
No, he said he wasn't going to.
Is it
Second
infernal
year.
or druidic?
No.
Because the music, we can't hear it.
It's not Bissell?
No. It's a language you're not familiar with.
Cool.
Helped.
On top of that, you can't hear it.
Still though, cool.
As from his hand, you see these two...
He's not a fighter.
He's not a fighter. As from his hand, you guys watch, even in that small gap between him and Aloxus, there is this green and black spiraled burst of energy. The first one is an 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, no, not much.
As you take 6 points of damage from his eldritch blast, and you're driven,
Thought so.
Eldritch Knight.
driven back 10 feet.
They
Okay.
can still be a fighter as long as they're Eldritch Knight. Get spells like that.
I had you here originally.
Oh.
It's a 15 foot.
Okay,
pit.
perfect.
And the second one, because you moved and he didn't expect it, ends up landing in the ground just before you, blasting a bunch of dirt and debris in your face.
Gotcha.
And that grin of recognition is still on his face. Your turn.
I grin at him. Now that I'm back 10 feet.
Yep.
I will return that grin and Eldritch Blast him back.
It's a fight between blasters.
This
Still a
was
better
their
love story.
I see a 1.
Shut up!
Alright.
Vistra starts making pew 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 noises with her ocarina.
She's beatboxing.
Okay, so you crit with the Eldritch Blast.
I did. So that is 10 plus 8.
Oh.
So 18.
18?
Yep. My turn.
Do it again. That wasn't quite the same.
Jax, shouldn't you get
Spirit gun!
right? What level are you, Warlock?
3.
Okay, because don't you get 2 bursts at higher level with Warlock?
5th level. I think
Fifth
it is.
level.
5th level.
But she's not the warlock.
Okay.
No, Loxy was built for storyline and RP, not for min-maxing. Not at all. In hindsight, I probably should have balanced that a bit more, but I'm making it work.
I'm not this kind of block.
Anything else out of you on your after you hit him with this? I mean, and it's a good thing.
'Cause-
You watch as it hits him solid, and there is, for the briefest of moments, an actual look of panic on his face.
Well, because I have extra attack, but
You can,
I can't use a spell. I would have to move in, because I can't even use a cantrip, correct?
correct.
Unless it's a bonus action cantrip.
Even then, it's 2 spells and
It would have to be a bonus action cantrip.
yeah, my cantrips aren't.
Because even with extra attack, you only get 1 spell.
Which is
It's
I know,
Nice.
it's painful.
Recharge.
You know what? He can hit me ranged, near, far, wherever I are. So I'm going to.
You just did that.
I did. Far. I think I might be humming that under my breath as I rush in and just. As the Eldritch Blast knocks him back, I'm going to come over with a haymaker of my own.
You can only use an action.
That is an action.
You can only cast 1 spell as your attack action.
I did only cast 1 spell.
And you do not get an extra attack because that would be the regular attack action.
because casting a spell is not an attack action, it is an action. Because I believe this was discussed with Oriana. Because I believe as a paladin she got extra attack.
If you choose to cast a spell, that's your action. If you choose to attack, that's your action.
So
If you-
casting a spell isn't attacking.
Not in the same context.
Which is probably why in 3-5...
This is one of those we'll discuss later, because that's what I'm going to spend looking at. Okay, then I'm not going to move in,
Okay.
but I would not have started with Eldritch Blast. I would have physically attacked him first.
When you do your action,
Yep, go ahead and go to his turn.
when you do your action, you can
Yep.
cast a spell. That's your action. You can attack, which will allow you your extra attacks if you have any. Or you can do something like dash or disengage. You cannot dash and use your extra attack. You cannot disengage and use your extra attack. Just like you can't cast a spell and use your extra attack. The extra attack only comes into effect when you use the attack
Gotcha.
action.
Page 192 Gabs has attack and cast a spell separately. Because I remember this was brought up with Oriana
It's a
because
it's a very funky thing.
it's
However,
different.
I will
you just did
probably-
a ton of damage with your Eldritch Blast anyhow.
That's fine.
However,
I may homebrew that for my campaigns, though, because I find that
Actually, it would be kind of overpowered. And again, we can explain that. It converses.
Well, because I crit, but had I not crit, it wouldn't be overpowered at all.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, bring it on.
He brought it on.
4.
I see a 20.
You hear him uttering, and this time all of you hear it. You hear a strange uttering from him, and it seems to have more power than when he decided to cast the blast. As you, those of you who can use spells, so the two of you,
Patrick, you're going, well,
I have spells.
feel,
I seriously do.
you feel this energy
I have 3.
Okay.
wrapping around
some
the ring, and then there's this surge that emanates from him, and you watch as her image starts to waver
Crap.
for just a moment, and then poof, you now see a rat.
Oh
She's
He
been
polymorphed
polymorphed.
me?
no! Oh
That's a freaking high level orc.
Mm-hmm. No, I can use polymorph.
No,
You're. Never mind. That was.
he's the same level as you guys. He's an 8th level warlock.
no! But he's a warlock, Gabs.
Didn't know they did that in lower tribes.
And
No, but this is the first warlock we've ever run into.
Right.
he's a warlock. Oh shit, he's a warlock.
and with that, he just strides up to you, looks down. Surrender.
I
Sir.
would bite his freaking toe.
Alright,
Oh,
Wait
1d.
a minute. He's wearing half breeches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bite him in the
Yes.
Alright,
And now you roll for half orc dung.
Bite him in his orky bits.
Orc dung, I
you
mean.
roll a straight d20, no modifiers.
Hold.
Page 309.
Seeing that, Navarre is just gonna be sitting back laughing.
309.
309 is the rat stat.
This time the right. This time the rat is biting, not biting the rat.
We found the rat!
So that's my only question is, if he kills me in polymorph form, then I'm... Because I can't cast spells as a rat.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
I have 1 hit point.
Yep.
Well, if you wait,
Can I use my chi? There is nothing that says I can't use my chi.
A kung
That's
fu rat.
technically not a spell.
It's
You
not
are-
a spell.
You are a rat.
Well, maybe I'm rat foo. If
Splinter.
Ratatouille can be a chef, why can't rat me be a martial
Let
artist?
me double
You're
check.
Splinter.
Let me double check something.
In his
And-
baby years.
Because chi is not.
It's not a
It's
spell.
part of who. It's your personal
essence.
life force.
Yeah.
I am the rat.
if you
I
hit
am the
0 as
walrus.
the rat, you
Cuckoo,
transform back into your previous form, and damage carries over. But you are conscious as long as it doesn't drop you
That's
to
if
0.
you're a
targets-
druid.
No,
No.
this is from
This
polymorph.
is polymorph.
Oh, gotcha. But Loxy wouldn't know that.
Right.
Hold on.
But I'm
Hold on.
just
This is the other important part to answer your question.
Okay.
The target's game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the stats of the beast.
Right, but it's not a mental ability score. That's what I'm. So you're ruling it as no, I don't have access to my life force.
You don't have the mental capability of recognizing how to use chi.
Then I am crawling up his pant leg and biting his orky bits.
Okay.
Orky bits.
If I can find them,
I mean,
because
that's
they must
probably-
be rather small.
It's probably pretty large. You know how big orcs are?
Well, that's how big his ego. The bigger the ego, the smaller the orky bits.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Except for Joe's case, he's, I don't know what the hell does. 16. 16 to bite orky bits.
I goes to the defender.
He's got 16 orc bit defense.
okay. No, technically she's under his armor.
His pant leg.
He doesn't. He's not wearing
He's
armor.
not
is he?
wearing armor.
Oh, that's gross. Some really tough orky skin. Orky bit skin.
But it's squishy orky bits, and it was a cold shot.
Which technically means it would be harder.
Is he wearing a cup? Because if he's not wearing a cup, I call biting orky bits.
But it's a called shot, which means the AC goes up.
I thought I just rolled a disadvantage, because that's how you've done it in the past.
I've done it both ways in the past.
Okay, well then, if you don't designate, what should we assume it is?
AC goes up.
Okay,
That's the first time I've heard that, but okay. I'll remember that.
we're
So-
writing that down. Okay, I miss.
Well, technically you do connect, but you just gently gnaw on him instead of actually.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna flip back to my normal size inside his pants. He's gonna have to swing at his own crotch to hit me. You're aware of this, right?
I need you to
Or just
roll
bash
an
you with it.
opposed athletics. You have a -3 to strength.
Get a 20.
So 17.
I got a 19,
So 16.
so
16?
16. With a -3, come
He
on.
goes to reach in to remove you. And
This is really happening.
this is really happening. He is fighting a rat in his pants.
It's the reverse of the rat fight the squirrel.
I already made that comment.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it.
I said
And
this time the rat's
to the rest
biting
of
us,
you,
not
to the rest of you, it looks like
we're biting
he's
the rat.
having. It looks like a Mel Brooks movie as he's trying to grab the rat in his pants,
Oh god,
And
so
misses.
there's a snake in my boot, there's a rat in my pants.
and he misses.
He misses.
I need you to
Awesome.
make
This is-
another opposed athletics. He has multi-attack.
I'm gonna look at Ivar.
But that's
This is
not an
so
attack.
The strangest thing
Action.
I've seen with a rat before.
Grapple
I know, but
uses
this is still
one
super funny.
attack.
Okay,
Never had
that one's only a 14.
And he manages to extricate you.
Moxie had nightmares about that
It is
rat
now
for
your
a while,
turn.
and now she is the rat.
So he has me grappled.
He has you in his hand grappled.
Boo, 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 boo.
Surrender.
Fuck off, Cinderella. What?
Oh no. Oh god.
I
What?
got disconnected from chat, so.
Who is that?
I'm
We
sick
have
'cause
been thoroughly chastised. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Who is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Whoever you are.
I don't have chat, so.
Their name
Orcs
is
make
Orcs
beautiful lovers. Whoever you are, I love
What'd they
you.
say?
Orcs make me.
Orcs Make Beautiful Lovers has just reminded us that orcs need love too. Not all orcs are friendly, but all orcs could use a friend.
That's
I was in his pants. What more do you want from me? He's the one who pulled me out. Talk to the orc, not to Laxi.
I love you.
But yeah. Alright, can I just bite him?
Yes.
Chew on his thumb a little bit.
No, I mean, I highly doubt I can ungrapple from him, so I'm just gonna bite his hand.
it's nobody you know. It's just a random.
And I love you.
It's just a random person on Switch.
I'm happy.
That's cool.
I'm happy.
17.
That's
17.
perfect
You
timing.
managed to get a
Continue.
huge chunk of his hand.
No!
And because you are such an aggressive, evil, nasty rat, you do 1 damage.
Boom, baby!
He
You
can
got
take
him-
he can
you got
take
him right
80
there.
more of those.
Joe.
Actually, no,
She can
because
bring
he's
it.
a
Warlock.
Yeah.
he's
does.
a warlock,
right
so
there.
he only gets a D6 or a D8.
D8. I just made a War
Deoxy.
Lake. War Lake. Wow, I have done that 4 times a day.
And
A War Lake.
I play an orc bard named Enrique Iglesias. Yes!
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I don't know you, but I love you a little bit. Just for that. That orc can be my hero, baby.
What about Mirren?
Murin had his shot.
You're not an orc.
I'm a bard.
You're not a male board.
alright,
Bard.
Borg.
Mailborg.
Bork.
I guess,
Bork.
no, I guess I need to go join the board.
welcome to our channel. I'm happy you joined us. Hopefully we're entertaining, and I'm sorry, but these orcs are getting love. They're just trying to figure out who's going to be the next leader.
If it's not rough, it's not fun for them.
Yeah.
Arr, arr, arr.
And as you're being
Oh,
grappled,
they're Klingons.
he pulls one of
Yeah,
the most...
Klingons are space orcs.
They are. He pulls one of the most classic moves in all of slapstick history.
Orc moon.
Looks at you and goes,
Sailor moon.
Pins her head to his hand.
No, he crushes. Oh,
Splat.
he's the giant asking the girl to marry him.
Yes!
alright, the first
Sailor
one
Moon.
I
is
have a baby
roughly
bumblebee.
a 23 to hit.
Ouchies, that's a hit. Orcsona, I love it.
No, Sailor Moon.
Yes, I know, but Orcsona, like, that word needs to be a thing.
As you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, which means you are no longer a rat.
Selena Gomez.
What?
Selena
And if that
Gomez.
doesn't work, you can Selena Gomez.
This person is my spirit animal.
You also take 7 points of damage that rolls over into your normal state.
Okay.
So it's the 1 damage from the rat and 7 into your normal HP pool.
Okay.
And is he still holding on to her?
Technically, yes.
He's holding me, and I boof back to Loxy's.
Ow.
Sorry.
Let's beat him up.
Tough work over here.
Yes, he is no longer grappling your entire person, but as you took on your normal drow form, his hand has part of your clothing. And with that, he reels up and goes to punch you.
How many attacks does he get?
2. He's got multi-attack. He hits twice. And this would be a 21 to hit.
Ouch, that's a hit. He's rolling like a champ.
He is. As you take another 8 points of damage from him punching you.
You signed up for this.
You had a chance to surrender now. I get to put you to sleep.
Forever.
Your turn.
So, if I attack, just to clarify, if I attack, I cannot use my extra attack to cast a spell.
Correct. You
So
can-
even if I had reversed it, it wouldn't matter.
Correct. You can either cast a spell or attack. If you cast a spell, you cast a spell. If you attack, you get your extra attack.
Then I'm gonna attack. Then there is no point to me casting a spell there.
Attack.
I am gonna punch him back.
Okay.
But I'm gonna eagle knuckle and I'm gonna right for the.
Right foot.
Going for the pressure point?
Yeah, that's
That-
only a 12.
Does beg the question though. Sorry, finish.
12 extra attack. 14.
Both of them thump thump. That didn't seem to make any effect.
I'll get out, not plug it out. The diplomacy went.
Roll seduction! Quick! It's your lonely dope!
You might be able to make a boyfriend for the first time.
Oh!
Can I use my bonus action? Wait, he doesn't have anything on him, just his breeches?
Yeah.
Can I use my bonus action to sleight of hand pants him? Because that's kind of where I was going with
You
it.
know what? Give it a shot.
This is happening.
21!
Yes! Although he is an orc, so it probably won't phase him.
But
Now,
it'll hobble him.
here's the fun part.
It wasn't
does not,
embarrassing
It doesn't
him.
hobble him.
Oh, fudge.
Instead, it actually does something slightly different.
You get a face full of something.
As you go and shoot down to pants him, you never realize how ratty their clothing can actually be. As you go thunk And it tears through like an envelope about 2 inches as you continue straight down, and you wind up, yes, wrapping his shorts around his kneecap.
Singular.
And apparently, they go commando.
Well, you would know that as a rat, though.
Win or lose, that's embarrassing, my friend.
I look away.
You look away.
And now it's
Yes,
his
Niran looks
turn.
away.
Okay.
This just became fan fiction.
Oh,
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Yes. You know what?
oh goodness. Alright,
For me, that
So,
would be like the ultimate like.
you pants
you've gone
him,
somewhere when people
and
start writing
you
fan
watch
fiction.
as that stick reappears again
Yep.
as he comes down, but with his shorts around his kneecap,
Singular.
he misses by a long shot. So he reaches down to grab his shorts, slide them up, and backhand you, and apparently that's way too much to happen
Never
in
mind.
one action. As he does that, and you watch as his knee gets pulled sideways, causing him to trip
Oh no!
and fall prone.
Oh no!
He's prone.
He is on his back, trying
Prone.
to
Prone on his back.
pull his shorts up.
I will attack him with my martial arts. Stompy stompy.
In the words of Master
Stomp the
Ken,
groin.
stomp on the groin
Stomp the head. Stomp the groin. Re-stomp the groin.
and re-stomp the groin.
And I get advantage because he's prone, correct?
You do.
14. Ooh. 20 or at advantage, just in case. 20.
Okay.
14, 14, 20, 20. What the
Your
hell?
first one misses as he kind of shimmies to the side real quick, but your second one, it's easier to go forward than it is to go away.
We found our missing party member, you guys!
Oh,
That's
man.
only 5 damage.
Only 5 damage?
Yeah.
To the groin stomp, which is super effective against an orc, a naked orc.
Half naked.
Oh gosh, it's 7:22.
Have you gotten a text?
No, I'm watching.
So
I just didn't realize
According to my phone's only 7:18.
Anywho,
my phone's always fast.
from where
That's
he
weird.
is, he
Or such a
reaches
time
up,
to satellite time.
points his palm at you again. You recognize what's going to happen.
Yep.
As that black and purple, or black and green energy starts to rotate again. And one blast launches past you. The next blast, on the other hand, makes contact.
Wait, multi-attack.
He's a level 8 warlock.
Gotcha.
With 2 Eldritch Blast beams.
Gotcha.
And unfortunately, you only take 5 points of damage from that,
Unfortunately, he said.
tit for tat.
but you are knocked back 10 feet.
Okay.
Biff.
And he's still... No, he stood up, correct?
No, he's prone.
He's still prone?
And after knocking you back 10 feet, he then stands up. And
Pansy.
puts his pants back on.
I thought she ripped his pants.
She did.
So he pulls half a pant leg back on.
He pulls his pants back on. Not that it helps too much, but
It's the principle of the thing.
right. Now he's only half dangling in the wind.
Come on, we still have like 10 more fights to get to.
Alexis.
Yeah.
Hurry
Alright,
up and win, Alexis.
I'm gonna run in and punch him.
As she's doing this, I'm going to do a cheerleader cheer with my
You're gonna do a rally trail on your
Oh
ocarina?
yes.
Yeah, your bot just ate the guy.
Caps lock, it eats you, I'm sorry.
Huh?
Alright, that is a 24
Oof.
She's getting.
to hit.
She's gonna get bardic inspiration with my cheerleader cheer.
Okay.
The bot needs to be tuned down still.
I have it set at something like 16 caps consecutive. So if an entire sentence is made in caps lock, it will.
But it deletes all the messages?
That's something about the bot. I don't know how to change that yet.
Okay.
I'm looking for it.
Okay, that first one's 5 damage.
Okay.
Then extra attack.
Which you can bring it back
17.
up.
17.
17.
Okay.
And that is 8 more damage.
Nice. As you run up and just boom, boom.
I'm gonna kind of snort from the sidelines. And this is without weapons from both of them.
Is he still standing?
Oh yeah.
Okay, martial arts.
Okay.
Ooh, 16 plus 7.
You can.
23.
It's letting me bring their messages back up.
Yeah, but you have to go in and click them, and then anyone who was in there just says deleted.
Mm-mm.
And that's 9 points of damage from the first one.
Okay.
Nat 20!
I see a 1.
I will go in and see if I can change it from purge to something
And
else.
that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
Yeah. I just unloaded on him.
You did too, and if this were the UFC or if it was one of those Taekwondo
More like he's gonna
tournaments,
unload on her, but
If he's still...
one of these Taekwondo tournaments,
If this were the UFC...
you probably would have gotten a warning from this as you watch her go thump, thump,
I like how she's just like,
and this isn't working, and then thump, and she goes for a nice body shot. Only this guy's a little bit bigger than you're used to, so your body shot winds up going a little south.
Oh!
a groin shot.
Well, you tried to bite him. Now you actually succeeded on punching him.
And you watch as his face blanches, his abdomen crushes, and he's just like,
Eyes go cross-eyed and everything.
How is he still standing?
You're not sure,
Very
but
high
he's not
constitution.
moving very, very much.
Unlike on sub-report. It's...
Like, now that I know he's a warlock,
Uh-huh.
it's making less and less sense to me how he is...
I understand. And he goes to throw 2 punches at you. The first one,
Fight him with your fist.
the first one swings and it misses by a mile. Because apparently that low blow just didn't do him very well. However,
The second one.
as he does that, he goes and kicks to take your feet out from underneath you and does manage to make contact, doing a grand total of 6 points of damage to you. And I need a strength saving throw for that.
A strength saving throw?
Yes.
It's only an 11.
As you are tripped and knocked prone.
Your turn.
Hey, Aurora.
Your turn.
How is he standing?
On his feet.
She's now contemplating.
I
She's prone on her back.
Yeah, what?
Corona would like to...
Speak up.
Thank you. I would like to see if any of the other orcs are providing him with some boosts.
Roll a perception.
I am going to...
19.
It looks like most of them are moshing.
It's basically an exhibition.
In a sense. It's... Yeah, we're not fighting to the death. Okay, then I am going to use half my movement to stand up and start wailing on him again.
Okay.
26.
And with that, you realize that whatever was going on with him, causing you to wonder how this person is still standing, you recollect that you watched something like this happen with Miran once,
Oh, yeah.
where it looked like he was knocked down,
Pick it up again.
but he got right back up again.
Down.
And you go,
And I get up again.
wham! Thud. Huh.
His
Has-
second wind triggered.
Not have second
But
wind.
It's
that's
not
e-
second wind. It's
But not second wind, but that's a half orc. They get it from the orc half, of course, they do.
There, you can have this back if you want.
and Grell falls down to the ground, snoring.
Way to go, Alexis!
Woo!
I take the edge of his shorts and politely cover the exposed orky bits.
The bruised orky bits.
The
Yes,
bruised
the
orky
bruised
bits.
orky bits.
The Chumbawamba tribe.
All right.
Do you want me to take one of the other drivers to go get the kids so you can keep going?
Ask Rochelle what's going on.
Well, this is around our normal break time anyway.
It's half hour
It'll
early.
be a half hour early.
So,
They should be back about any minute. She gave a 10-minute warning 5 minutes ago.
so 5 minutes.
So then why don't we take... Now would be a
You'll
good
take-
time to take a break.
Considering we just wrapped up your
One
Yeah,
This
we
fight.
can
fight.
come back. We can come back with Mirren and his opponent, Krusk.
As soon
Russ?
as I get out of the pit, I want to go drink some of my giant healing potion.
You don't get a chance to,
Before
as Hailey does it for you.
she feeds you the potion.
Does,
No,
wait, does,
you just
it, does it
feel
recharge my chi, or do I need to...
it heals your hit points. Your chi can only be recovered from a long rest
Short.
or a short rest.
So I'm going to lean against a tree.
Yep.
And see if maybe I can recover. I mean, I still have some left, thankfully, because I leveled, but...
So you're
Oh! It took me a second to get what he was saying.
Huh?
I just want to say whoever's playing the druid is doing a great job in the corner. But it's the Gulthias tree.
Yeah. That's not a
my-
druid, that's the Gulthias
They're
tree.
very
We sacrifice-
dedicated.
We
Actually,
sacrifice people to it.
we're wondering if Loxy is a
That's
dryad
her.
in disguise. Mm-hmm.
That tree was dead when I got it.
So, again, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. We got to pick up our kids. We're going to grab some food. And when we return, Mirren and Krusk will be facing off to see which of the two of them will return from the ring.
It's gonna be Mirren.
The next time I turn into a snake, I'm gonna.
No, but...
Welcome back, everybody. Our break is now finished. Real quick heads up for anybody who wants to know, we will have contact information
Sounds on.
on the bottom of our Twitch page and the YouTube channel. I will make sure to put a link back here, so if you want to find our contact information, if you want to talk to the stream or any of us in particular, I will be adding Twitter, email, YouTube, whatever information people want to give you, so that you can talk to us if you feel like it.
We love our viewers.
Yes.
We are up to 46 followers, which puts us 4 away from our first milestone.
Woo!
We have decided that once we hit 50 followers, we're going to make a bit of a contest giveaway.
Woo!
We're not 100% sure what it is yet, but as soon as we do, I will make sure that it is posted, announced before it actually happens.
Prizes.
Yes, there will be a
Loot.
prize.
All the
Needs to be-
loot.
I'm thinking something, maybe a PHB, DMG, something D&D related, and we'll go from there.
Or maybe a t-shirt.
Right?
Potentially a t-shirt. We will be talking about it. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to email us with the information at the bottom of the Twitch page. In the meantime, tell your friends. The more followers we have, the more we can potentially start doing these types of fun things. So, back to the game at hand. Mirren,
Dot.
as Aloxis and Grell are exiting.
Oh, there's an R in his name? I thought it was Gel.
Gel are taken
I
out
gotta know
of
my clan members' names.
out of the pit. You watch as
Ooh,
Krusk,
technically, kind of like leaving a little bit.
Krusk leaps in to the pit looks at you with a big grin on his face.
Who was the one that fought back?
You fought Gil.
Yeah, I know who fought back.
Oh, Dench.
Dench. You see as Krusk has a big grin on his face as he looks at you and goes, I get to fight the one the songs are all about. This is gonna be so fun.
I am going
The
to...
legend.
I don't know about that.
We'll prove it.
Perhaps in another few years.
You, is there any special rule you want to do on this fight?
Weapons or no?
You're the one making the choice.
It's gonna be over for you a lot quicker if we take weapons.
Okay, so bare hands.
Bare hands it is.
Alright, classic.
I am going to switch from my ocarina to my lute.
Okay.
And I am going to start playing the Ballad of Mirren.
Yes!
Awesome! With that, you don't even have to worry about the roll. You remember it, you spent the entire night doing this, and you automatically get an inspiration from this.
Yes!
Wait, does that expend a bardic inspiration though?
No.
Sweet.
Thank you.
You automatically get an inspiration for that. As she starts to do this, and it just, but everybody in the crowd is pumped up.
As I step, I'm putting one weapon down and one weapon down. I'm just putting my weapons down.
Okay.
But I keep my claw on.
As you start putting your weapons down, you realize that they don't even touch the ground. As all of a sudden, one orc holds it, and another one holds another one, and another one holds another one.
And they're like,
And
I hope my weapons don't fly away.
I'm leaning against the tree, meditating and resting.
you're quite a distance away. You won't be able to see the fight.
That's fine. I'm more worried about resting and trying to...
Okay, just making sure you know you will not be able to see the fight.
Well, you're not recovering. I would have understood.
Can I cast Minor Illusion to have her hear my Song of Rest?
But it would be illusion, not the real thing.
It wouldn't have any effect on her. I
It
mean,
does
you
not
could,
make hit
yes.
points.
You could, yes.
Because it says for my chi, I have to spend 30 minutes meditating to get them back.
Okay, so you're not looking to get your hit points back. Never
No.
mind.
No, she got healed to full from highly anyhow.
Never mind.
I used
Kylie's
one
PA.
more. I used one more chi point than I wanted in that fight. And while I highly doubt I'm gonna have a long enough time to rest to get any of them back, I have to try.
And with that, Chef shouts out one more time, you guys know the rule. Whoever's standing at the end goes on. We have one more fight after this, and then we're into the semifinals. This is getting to be fun.
Yes, it is. And
So I'm guessing there
I
might
jump
be
in.
And with that,
Because fights never go as fast as they're supposed to. Look at every
Mirren.
tournament we've ever had.
you have the lead.
Okay.
Yes.
After the fight is over, if it will not offend...
When the fight is over, bring it up.
Okay.
You have the lead.
I clench my fists together and I'm, diagonal from him. I will head into him with a punch.
Okay.
But I don't have to be there.
No.
Because it's from June
What'd you roll in total?
So what do you want from this? Strength and proficiency? If I'm doing melee fighting?
Melee fighting is strength, yes.
And proficiency to hit. Or no?
You are proficient with your fists.
Okay.
Yes.
Nine to hit.
9 to hit?
Yeah.
You go to throw that swing, and Krusk looks at you and just kind of tilts his head. And you hear a little tiny... Hey.
And so as I pass him, I'm going to try to grapple on and bring my knee into him. As a second attack. I'm attacking with my knee. Just to make it thematic.
You know what? I won't even worry about the grapple. If you hit, we'll just say you did
I went past him, so I came back around and just...
We'll just say you do like a Muay Thai class and drop it in.
That's a lot better. So, 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That is going to make serious contact. For the sake of argument, it's 1d4 damage plus your strength modifier.
Okay. That is 7.
7? Alright. And the reason I'm doing that is because if we go by regular unarmed combat, you're doing 1 damage.
Yeah.
I think this is a little bit more entertaining. With that, you drive a knee into him, and you realize this guy did not forget to do his sit-ups.
It's rock hard.
Not quite rock hard, but definitely not a soft gut. And you hear just the slightest as you catch him in the abdomen.
Okay.
And
And I laugh back at him after he laughed at me.
he stands up, and you got that bit of a clench on him, and he stands up, and you realize your hands, as he's easily 4 or 5 inches taller than you.
Sure.
Huh.
So he's 6'7"?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And with
Please
that,
don't forget your inspiration die.
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
keep your inspiration back.
Yeah, that's
And with that, he looks at you.
Attack rolls, but not damage.
Correct.
Attack, saves, checks.
He reaches outside your arms and swings his hands down to catch you in the elbows.
Mm-hmm.
And you see what's happening. He's doing that so that he can slam his head into your face.
Okay.
And it is, unfortunately, quite successful, as he rolls a grand total of 28.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that kind of is.
That kind of it.
Only on Saturdays.
As he just wham, and he drills his head into you,
Okay.
dealing 11 points of damage to you.
How's he doing 11? Because he's a monk or like a bear fist fighter. All right.
If you guys wish to know that answer, I will be polite and answer after the stream. And after he does
No,
that,
he said that to me.
after he does that, his one hand slips down and he goes to uppercut you in the solar plexus
Okay.
to see if he can cause you just as much discomfort as you caused him.
He already did.
And he rolled the same.
Okay.
At this time, dealing 12 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay.
Hit me harder!
See, I'm not much of a melee fighter. I'm more of a weapon fighter.
You got them spikes on you.
If you want me to, make it a little more fair.
If I'm gonna beat the legend, I'm gonna do it any way possible.
Okay, I engage the claw.
Okay.
And I come around for it.
Make sure you have your weapon information.
Yep, I do.
Weeping.
It's no longer a fair fight.
This guy just said he's
I'm-
okay with it.
I did 7 with my fist, and he did 23. So
With 2 hits.
he's some sort of monk or bare hand fighter.
You look again, and all of a sudden he has bear claws.
I've got the claw malar out now.
Right then!
No,
Ooh.
that is a.
I see
I rolled a
20.
1.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Okay. You still have your extra attack.
Okay.
We'll deal with both of them once they're finished.
Can I cast minor illusion
To do what?
to make it look like the orc has bear paws?
16 on the second one.
Roll. It's an intelligence save for
It's
illusion.
wisdom.
Wisdom?
Wisdom. For minor illusion, yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Roll me a wisdom save while you're doing this.
10.
That's alright. So, you swing the first time with your Claw of Malar.
Mm-hmm.
You swing a second time with the Claw of
No,
Malar.
you're-
What did you do with the second?
You were right.
16.
It's actually an investigation.
It's an intelligence.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're right. Sorry.
16 to hit.
16 to hit?
Yep.
And the first attack misses by a long shot, as all of a sudden both you and him realize that his hands now look like bear claws.
What the?
And that's pretty much what happens is you go, what the? And he goes, hey! his turn, and you missed by a long shot.
A 16 missed him. This
But
is
the
really bad.
second swing, that was your 1.
Oh, okay.
Your 1 was that.
Okay.
As he turns around, he sees your swing coming, and he blocks it with his arm.
With his bear paw.
Is this considered a successful hit?
No.
Okay.
In this case, tie goes to the defender.
Okay.
So he manages to catch it and stop you at the wrist.
Okay.
I then drop the illusion.
You drop the illusion?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm not gonna participate. I'm just gonna mess
Oh,
with everyone's
shoot.
heads.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
The fates were not in my favor.
No, I rolled at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because...
Still two 20s.
Still 220s.
And I rolled a 1 and a 3, so. The fates decided I'm not going to win this and keep my honor.
As he does
Maybe it's karma for
13
picking on Loxy.
points of bludgeoning damage. He
It's not very
actually
fair.
rolled
I'm
really
sorry.
low. And his second swing misses by a
No,
long
not.
His second swing misses. He
Okay.
swings at, your AC is
12.
15, isn't it?
15, sorry. I'm thinking someone else.
He swings the first time and clocks you something fierce. As his next punch comes in, you stand up and it's like... For some reason he lost his footing or something and the blow had nothing behind it.
Okay, after being hit 2 or 3 times,
Yep.
I'm going to start getting real mad.
Are you going to rage now?
Yes, I am.
Alright, bring it on.
Okay.
I couldn't believe you weren't raging.
I wanted to give him a couple. I didn't realize he was going to do 40 damage in 3 turns.
That's a 20.
Yeah, it is.
Did you
Witness,
really?
he crits.
Yes!
Yep.
With raging.
With the Claw of Malar.
Yes.
While raging.
I need to look at something. I want to make sure.
Okay, on my information, I don't have anything about criticals, but
I know. I want to double check because I need to know if I wrote that down or not. Anywho, keep going.
so that's 6. That's
Easy.
Do you have the same jacket we do, Tay?
No, she
Borrow.
borrowed.
Okay.
Yeah. 'cause she
that's
forgot her-
10
hers
before,
I'm the one who's
and then another 6.
What's the three of us?
No, so it's 10, and then I rolled 2d6 because the weapon's 1d6.
That jacket is so much heavier than
Nice.
my wooden jacket. Like, just
Have you hurt him already?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I picked
I'm
it
working
up
on
and I
it.
went, "This is
Okay, make
scary."
sure
I'm
you
doing-
add that to it.
Yes.
Gosh, from your mother.
Because those are
I love it.
Those are die rolls.
First daughter, and that was before.
Okay. So
Probably like 50 pounds.
without anything else, with the
Probably kill
critical,
somebody with that.
I deal
Eat some wonder. Eat some more wonder.
26.
So that's doubling the d8s.
No, that's without any d8s. Oh, those d8s are doubled also.
You caused damage
Okay.
to him, so you
No,
get
I
the
just-
brutal slayer
Okay.
bonus.
All of it.
So I use Brutal Slayer.
Oh, nice.
And those are dice rolls.
For
so
24.
They're critted.
Yep. So for 54 damage.
54
Without- With or without the.
That's with all things counted for.
Okay.
That's two
Nice.
Brutal Slayers and 2 d6s plus the maximum.
Do you need to crochet her?
That's
One.
insane.
Alright.
Yes, yes I do.
54, right?
54. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, he got lucky. Wait, what's half of 54?
27.
27? Okay. He got lucky.
So you
3
took half of that?
No. I
Oh.
was doing some math.
Okay. Oh, for like Grievous one. Okay, I gotcha.
He got lucky. However, you saw for the briefest of moment as you did this, his eyes just glazed over.
Oh.
As just wham! That was your first attack.
Yes, it was.
Next!
Thank you. Next.
Right.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's why your inspiration rolled so low is because you used your own die and not mine.
You didn't offer.
I didn't think about it. I'm sorry.
Because it should still be active. It's for an hour, right?
So I forgot. It's okay if I don't get it, but plus 2 damage for rage.
I'll add it to this.
Okay, so I'll add rage twice
10
for
minutes.
Oh.
Sorry.
11,
11 more damage.
and then I use Brutal Slayer
Again?
again
Are you trying
for
to
another 5.
Another
So
5?
14 total.
Alright. And with
I've done 75 to him already.
you with this, now you know that this guy's got a lot in him.
Mm-hmm.
You know that this fight, if it was anybody else, he could take these blows because you've made contact with him over and over and over again.
And it did not go well.
But you just unloaded on this guy with the power of a deity in your hand and tore this guy apart. He's not unconscious.
You've only made me use 10% of my power.
Thank you, Shaggy.
Really?
I had to. It hurt me
He's
to
not
say it, but
unconscious. He's bleeding from various parts of his body.
I'm sure
as I
it's-
raked him with the claw.
And he looks at you, and you just see something that you have never seen
Like
in your
betrayal.
entire life.
Oh no.
You see on his face complete, abject terror.
Oh.
I yield.
Hold on. Okay. I say to him, do you give up?
You don't get a chance.
Okay.
You finish your attacks, and you go, do you? As you see this towering, massive orc drop to his knees. You are a legend.
I grit his arm, I pick him back up, and you fought well. That was just lucky.
And he turns,
I just got lucky that
he
time.
turns and walks away, just completely dumbfounded.
Does he get healed by...
Yes,
Highly
Highly
okay.
does.
I disengage the claw and bring it back.
And Highly lays her hand on you
Thank
as
you.
well. That was brutal.
He asked for
Brutal
it.
Slayer.
All right, and
So she starts walking off to the trees, and the fight's begun. And she gets to the tree. Fight's over.
pretty much.
I'm not going super far away, and I
It
know
only
fights,
took 18 seconds.
You barely had. You
Gotcha.
barely got halfway to where you were going to relax, and the fight was
No.
over.
Fight's over. I won, Alexis.
I was just
See,
gonna
there's
shake
be
her
one more
head.
fight after that. Otherwise, it's 3. It's me, Thok, and Mira.
Yeah, it's not you. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Like
gotcha.
you got to the tree, but the fight's over.
Well, I'm definitely not gonna get
30 minutes.
Right.
you know. All right, I'm sitting
Not
down.
careful.
Minute 1 has
Might make
begun. I
you
can do
fall in
this.
love with you.
I don't think they roll that way.
But there should still be another fight before.
It depends on how they run it.
I mean, I'm hoping they'll like break for lunch before the semifinals, but
Well, there's 10 orcs, and 4 of them have fought.
Speaking of which, what is our food situation?
and we've both fought, so
Chef hasn't fought, and then there's 5 others that haven't fought.
But now I don't think all of them are going to fight.
They might have just looked at me and I'm like,
but I thought most of them were. I thought Chef and one other ones were the only ones who weren't.
Joe, did you just see the?
I just timed it out.
Oh.
What
You got
happened?
to see it because you're a mod.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a mod too. I don't see anything.
Oh,
Sea Killer?
that's Tim.
I saw that they've been timed out, but I don't
That's
see
who?
anything.
Tim.
I don't see what he said though.
He's been timed out.
That wasn't. Was it? Oh. Okay. It didn't pop up what was said.
Yeah, I don't see what happened.
Something upset the chat.
Oh, my. Okay.
Whatever. We'll figure it out a little bit later. Yes, the fight is now over, and you had something you wanted to bring up.
two things. What is our food situation like? Like, do we have what half orcs and those of us of the carnivorous sort will want to eat?
You have nuts and berries and other vegetables.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. She probably won't take kindly to hunting in her forest. So,
You're a druid. You would understand this.
yeah, and that's why. That's like, she probably won't let me hunt.
What's that accent? Let me.
Shush. Once in a while, my southern pops up. Anyway, so I would, as the fight is over and everyone else is beginning to go through their rounds, as none of my other party is going to be participating, I would like to go practice with my tail spike.
Okay. With that, as you exit and things kind of mellow out from that brief fight, you watch as two more jump in, and when you ask, the name of the two are Imsh and Henk.
Hank?
Henk.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna sell them some propane.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Propane
orc and
accessories.
and orc accessories.
Hank and who?
Imsh.
How do you spell?
I-M-S-H.
Imsh?
Imsh. Somebody sneezed. What's our baby's name gonna be? Imsh.
I like that.
And
Unique.
again,
No one else will have it.
Chef calls out, whoever walks away goes on for the next fight.
What do you mean, whoever? Oh, gotcha.
Whoever left standing.
And
How would you pronounce that? Darian. Never mind.
you see that these two are very...
Sissa.
Sorry.
You see the two of them come together in a clash, and it's one of the coolest things you watch is they both launch an attack and both of them hit simultaneously and both of their heads snap to the side. It was absolutely beautiful.
It is.
Nice.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm confused. That's the name that came up at work.
For a baby?
For a person, yeah. That's really weird way to say that.
Yeah.
One second here.
Damn it, Bobby.
They go at each other one more time. However, it seems that Hank is a little bit less, what's the word I'm looking for? Sporting about this.
Oh no.
As Imsh goes to throw another uppercut and try and take this guy's chin off, as you watch Hank lean back away from it and whip his leg straight up in between Imsh's legs and just blasts him.
Rude.
Quick,
Well, I mean, he was obviously inspired by Aloxus.
right?
She did it and it worked. Maybe I can do it too.
Orcs in their legs.
And
His poor
apparently,
orky bits.
apparently
Orky bits.
Imsh did not appreciate the response as he takes the blow, curls forward, and uses that as a bit of a surprise attack of his own as he launches forward, driving his fist right through Hank's midsection. Hank
Right in
barely...
solar plexus.
Oh yeah, just
Plexus?
drills him.
Plexus. Solar plexus.
As Hank stumbles backward, and you watch,
Because it's the back.
Aloxus, you're still by the tree?
Yes.
Okay, you don't see this, but those of you who are still in the pit, watch as Hank falls backward, but does this really weird move, and it's actually very reminiscent of how fluid Aloxus is. As he falls down backwards, his hands land, and he pushes straight out, doing a handspring type action.
Damn.
Only both of his feet are going straight toward Imsh's face.
Oh, look. Monk.
Some martial
Yeah.
prowess.
And just blasts Imsh. And seems to have really done a number on him, as Imsh can only take the defensive for the moment. However, he does seem to be covering up from the attacks quite well, until Hank, one more time, finds a gap inside the defenses, and you can almost hear, but you definitely see, as the knee that gets driven into Imsh's side caves him in, and he starts to bend sideways. You swear you heard something, but you're not 100% sure, but you have a suspicion something's broken. And Hank just goes on the offensive, tearing into Imsh. And in very little time, you watch as Imsh is picked apart and is laying on the ground. Hank taking the victory.
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead, but he's definitely unconscious.
I'm not dead yet.
Again, carried out of the ring, and that leaves 4 contenders.
Only 4.
Better hope that Alexis and Aaron don't
Nope,
get
none
put
of the other
together.
orcs decided they wanted to step up.
So that
And
leaves Hank.
that leaves Fuck, Aloxis, Mirren, and Hank. I am going to ask for you to re-roll your initiatives.
We both rolled 11.
15 for me, was it for
12.
you?
My dexterity is a 11 or 12.
But that means I'm gonna fight first, and I don't want that.
Maybe he's going back.
By the time I don't know.
Robin.
Alright, and now I need Aloxis.
Sorry, I'm getting yelled at.
Aloxis,
Yes.
By who?
15.
thank you.
Blame Tim.
Oh.
And Mirren.
12.
Tim's yelling at you.
As you get a little bit of a time to relax and recover from your fights, those of you around the pit,
Is there any way to unblock
Watch.
Tim from chat?
It's 10 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's a 10-minute timeout.
Okay.
The pit seems to be having some work done on it. As you watch, there are platforms being erected. Small platforms, 10 by 10, 2 of them,
Final destination, Fox only, no items.
right? And you watch
No way we
as
get
they
that.
start
I
to
got that.
Did you?
as they start to
I choose not to
expand
get
the
that.
pit. You watch this pit expand at an extremely rapid rate. You have a sneaking suspicion Hailey's been helping out.
Stop it, Hailey.
So I'm not getting my short rest, am I?
And
Well, if they're
it is now
Hailey's helping do
it
it.
is now a 30 by 30 pit.
We might wanna.
Yeah, he's getting stuff out, so.
They might do a battle royale.
That's probably what it is.
And you see 2 platforms that have been erected inside that 30-foot by 30-foot pit. And they are directly opposite each other. And on top of each platform, you see that
I'll let you.
there is
Was it 30-foot diameter or 3-foot radius?
He said 30 by 30.
30-foot diameter.
Okay.
On top of each of those platforms, you watch as one of the half-orcs buries a hatchet in the wood of the platform. As this is happening, you hear Chef call out, "This challenge is going to be just a little bit different for you. You're going to have to stop your opponent from climbing the platform to the other side and claim the axe. However, Hailey has decided to make this a bit more challenging.
Thanks, Hailey.
Oops. Left hand throw.
She decided to
Is
make
this
the
a
pit.
guild challenge?
She decided to make the pit just a little bit bigger for you. And the only way to climb up, and you watch as these vines start to grow down, and the platforms go up. They are now 20 feet in the air, and the only way to climb up are these thick vines on the side. There's no ladder, and you have to get to the top.
And there's 2 axes.
There's 1 axe in each,
Okay.
and you see that on the outside of these platforms is a small gangplank. So you can get up to the top of the platform.
She's been dead for a while. She wants some kind of entertainment.
Right.
I didn't
You
know. I
must-
didn't know you guys did these tournaments so refined.
You
It's
must.
like the guilds of. Well, I don't know.
Where do you think they got the ideas from? You must make your way up and claim the axe. If you do not, you are not a winner.
So where's the fighting?
Aloxis,
Yes, sir.
Mirren, take a platform.
Wait, what?
Take a platform.
So where do we start?
I'll take
on one
left.
of the platforms.
Oh,
We
so we have,
are on. Oh, okay.
so
From
What
the
am-
outside, there is a gangplank up to the platform,
Yep.
so you can climb up there.
okay, so we're on the platforms. That's where the axes
As
are.
soon as there's an axe right there.
You
Okay.
have to get to the other person's platform.
The gangplanks are now taken away,
Oh,
so now you can
as much as I want to be the knoll.
right. You must make it to the other side and grab the opponent's axe. As soon as one of you lifts the axe from the opponent's platform, the contest is over. Begin. And Aloxis has the highest initiative out of the 2 of you.
I don't want to fight you, Mirren.
We've done this like 4 times. We can do it again.
Right?
All right. But before he starts, do I get to ask a question at all, or you just
What's your question?
all we have to do is lift their axe?
Claim their axe, yes.
Mentioned.
She's not a spellcaster.
Okay.
Not a spellcaster. Okay.
I use my remaining chi to cast darkness centered on Mirren's axe.
Okay.
It's magical darkness.
Don't.
I'm sorry.
Hold on 1 second. Let me
That's
double
what
check
he's
something, please.
It's 60 range.
Let me double check something.
Okay.
And this is from my knowledge because I might be. Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, Mirren.
Okay, so how big is the area of darkness?
It is a 15. Sorry, I just
I
shut
have
the-
this spell.
I got it right here. It's a 15-foot radius sphere.
So.
It goes around corners, and a creature with
So-
dark. Okay.
The sphere goes down halfway, or almost all the way to the bottom of the platform,
Mhm.
and another 10 feet above your head.
Yep.
It stretches out from the platform 5 feet in either direction.
Did I get a good enough look of the platform I'm standing on to have a good estimate of where to get down and mount down?
Yeah,
Okay.
you have an idea.
Okay.
Are you doing anything else, Alexis?
I am going to just take a defensive stance and wait and see what he does next.
Bjorn.
Okay, I'm going to move my foot till I hit the edge.
Yep.
Then I'm going to twist around and kneel down
Mhm.
and start climbing down.
It's a little bit sketchy.
Yeah,
As you can't really see what you're
for
doing.
half of it.
But at the same time,
I'll go at half speed to make it.
no. At the same time,
'Cause I move at 50, so.
once you know what you know in here what you saw and what's going on, you're a little bit slow about it,
Mhm.
but you can descend without any real problem. The cool thing is these vines seem to be very sturdy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fall
Once
over.
I once I get out of the darkness, I'll complete my. So what would that be? 30 feet of movement?
That's Once you get to the bottom, you'll have 10 feet of movement.
How's that? 40. I move 50.
Okay, then yeah.
20.
Yep.
I have 40 for movement. I have 10 plus my claw molar.
Mm.
So
I
I
thought
had
your
forgotten
claw
about the
gave you
claw.
plus 10.
yep, and I have 40. So
And
40
that's
plus
what
10 is 50.
That's what I forgot.
His
with you.
barbarian.
And
Barbarians
we'll
have a
also
40?
no. I have 10 from
Or
one
is
of
it
my
40?
abilities.
Okay, so it's essentially 30 plus ability.
It's 30 plus 10
ability.
plus 10.
Gotcha.
How sturdy do the platforms look? Are they hastily erected or are they?
You didn't feel it shift too very much when you were on it.
Okay. I'm going to, from when I hit the ground, I'm going to turn up and look at Alox's tower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ram into the tower and see if I can knock her down.
So I took a defensive stance.
Roll. Roll a strength.
With thick, heavy vines, you're gonna rock that entire
The
thing.
vines don't connect it to the ground.
Okay,
I was envisioning
The vines
like,
grow down, but they
roll-
don't go into the ground, right?
Correct.
that's weird. Okay, that's
She's
alright.
a druid. Dryad. Yeah.
17 for strength check.
Okay. I can't
You
remember.
hit it really. I mean, you're solid
Yep.
on the attack, but no, it does not cause the thing to fall down.
I'm not looking to fall down, but maybe make her stumble. See if she falls down. See if she falls down.
And you get a good solid strike on it,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't feel it's enough to really disrupt what's going on up top.
So I get to the ground, I turn and look up at your tower, and I charge at the tower.
Can you roll me 1d4?
Yep.
And then add strength to it.
Sure. 7.
Okay.
So, boom, and you feel a little bit of.
That was your first attack. You have an extra attack and everything else.
Well, I can't keep climbing.
No, your movement is done.
I'm gonna attack the structure again, like with the claw. I'm gonna try to attack the structure of the.
Just don't roll a 1.
Okay. A 3.
Okay.
And. Uh, 10 damage.
10 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
At one of the support steps.
You watch as the claw goes through it almost the entire distance in one swipe.
Shit.
So I get down on the ground, boom.
You feel as the structure kind of shifts from both of the attacks, but not enough to really throw you off your balance.
Gotcha. I look at Mirren and I'm rethinking
It's
how I'm
your
gonna
turn.
take on this. Misty step to the other platform, bonus action to pick up the hatchet and win.
I figured she was gonna Misty Step. I didn't want to say it.
Okay.
I checked everything. There is nothing that should stop me from doing it.
Okay.
Can you see in your own darkness?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's magical darkness.
Anything else out of you?
I pick up the hatchet, and when I have it raised, I dismiss darkness.
And with that, you hear all sorts of cheering. And then you hear 2 people speak up.
Of course they do.
Thok and Hank.
So I'm not supposed to win this.
Thok and Hank both speak up. And both of them express serious concern about the fact that you didn't fight to win.
The challenge was not to fight. The challenge was to get the hatchet. Or are those instructions too difficult for you?
Looks like you're too weak to win a challenge with a fight.
Then
That's
get
why
in the ring
somebody
with
like
me.
you can't be leader. And Chef,
Sometimes true strength is knowing
it
your
looks
own
like
strength.
Alexis is the one that won this, even though she didn't lift a finger to do it. Sorry, Mirren.
Smarter, not harder. Smarter, not harder.
She lifted lots of fingers.
Well, some
She
of
had
us
to do this and then do
some
this.
of us can't teleport, so
I'm sorry. I take no gratification in that win.
I climb out of the pit.
And from there, you watch.
I was hoping we'd be against the other two first.
If this was a guild challenge, fine, but this is a strength challenge.
But that's not what's presented to us.
I know, that's why I'm saying this.
Had to do what Loxy would do.
And
I'm
with,
sorry.
with that, the two of you are giving your way out. The gangplank for you and a ladder for you.
I climbed it out of the pit.
Okay.
Rage sustains me.
And you watch as Aloxis, you start walking down the gangplank. Hank pretty much walks through you to get up.
I tripped the fucker.
Okay?
Sorry, soccer.
The soccer.
The talker.
No, that's on the other platform. I need you to
And he's-
roll.
Gonna shove me.
No, he didn't say. I didn't say he shoved you.
You said he walked through me.
He doesn't give you any berth. Like,
He expects you to get out of his way as he's walking down the sidewalk.
I don't get out of his way.
Okay. And you said you're going to trip him?
No, you know what? Screw it. I will be the bigger person and let him go on to his loss.
Okay. So you step to the side, and he makes his way up to the top. Thok makes the way up to the top of his platform. And from there, their competition begins. You watch as both of them, trying to show off their prowess, leap from the top of their platforms.
Oh no!
And
When stars collide.
oh goodness, Hank winds up flat on his face.
Oh.
As Thok takes advantage of this situation.
No,
Could beat you hand to hand.
the first thing I thought was she was going to miss a step, and I thought I was going to stand up there and stay
And-
there, but I couldn't see you because it was darkness.
He runs up, grabs Hank off the ground, and just rams his
I know people say
head
that.
into one of the pylons
knew you
that
did
hold
that,
the
but I actually, like,
platform in the air.
First thing that happened, I was like, she's going to miss a step.
I'm sorry.
And without any mercy,
You have
grabs
powers I
the
don't,
back
so.
of Hank's head, and he is just slamming Hank's
I can
face
combat one, Drew, but
into
that's not a power.
into the wood.
Jeez.
And almost the same. Yeah, one of the dogs is
screaming.
howling. Almost as quickly as Mirren had his combat, Thok takes care of Hank. As he just spent the last 30 seconds or so with Hank's head in his hand going wham, wham, wham.
Kids are just
Dang, Bramage.
And you
It's
see,
me versus Thok.
as you see
I don't know
Hank
who I want to lose. I don't like either one of you.
just on the ground, twitching from the amount of damage, as Thok, without using the vines, scales the platform and lifts up his axe. Freaking rolled max 3 times in a row.
Jeez.
Seriously?
Yeah. With that, Chef looks down. Okay, we're gonna take a bit of a break. Grab something to eat, grab something to drink, take a bit of a rest. If Hailey needs to look after anything, let her know. We'll come back in about an hour.
I want to go talk to the chef.
Right.
I understand that most of the orcs weren't pleased with my win.
No, just those two idiots.
If I were to forfeit, would that give me my place in the final? Since my fight was against him.
No.
Okay.
He lost.
Okay. I just wanted to verify.
I mean, he turned down being the leader. You can't be the leader, but honestly, if you can put Thok in his place, that'd be amazing.
Chef, maybe you should be leader.
Ain't no way on God's green earth I'm gonna do that.
Which god?
Any of them.
Alright, I am going to make sure I rest.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I really don't want Thok to be the leader of
I
Khrushchev-Yovev, but you can't, and he's the last one, so
have an idea.
I can't be. I mean, well, I can be, but I choose not to.
Just trust me.
Okay.
Vistra could be leader.
You're not
No.
Merc.
She's not a work blood.
So?
That's
The only reason I could is
one
because
of
I'm
her
half orc.
rules.
If I couldn't be leader, why could you be leader?
I'm more charismatic.
Because orcs care about charisma.
Haven't you seen them smile?
You know what? You're right. Orcs need love too. You better go with them.
Oh, thanks.
Come here, my pretty.
Oh.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, that is why I married him.
Well, no, Joe, what we need to do is we need to get the chopsticks and cut them to the proper length, and then you can have tusks.
Geo, I'm pretty sure that's one of our gaming buddies from earlier. I'm pretty sure that's our wizard that took Reed to the tower.
What? Do I want to know?
Um,
my God.
Geo, if he's still in chat, I'm pretty sure that's our wizard buddy from this morning. Who had to take a halfling barbarian into a prestigious, studious tower.
Alright,
It wasn't pretty.
so you're taking a short rest?
Yes.
Alright, you take your short rest.
I'm going to play her a lullaby. I don't think she needs it, but just to try and make her rest more effective.
Alright, so while you're doing your rest, Vistra's over there playing a lovely tune for you. I need you to roll me a dexterity. Just straight dexterity.
6.
But before she rests,
Hang on.
I'm going to walk over.
Okay, why couldn't I roll that?
Before I take my rest, you're gonna walk over.
I'm not happy about what happened, but I expected it. I actually completely expected that. It was smart, and as much as I don't want you to win, I want Thok to win less. So I hope you beat his ass.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but if I've learned anything by being a woman, especially a woman who can fight, it's that half of strength is knowing what your strength is and knowing what your strength isn't.
If you didn't cast darkness, I would have stayed on the tower.
I know. That's why I did it. If I would have
My
gone
first
toe-to-toe with you, you
move-
both know I would have lost.
My first move was going to be stand on the tower, because I knew you were going to miss your step. 100%.
You could have put the hatchet between your legs.
I still would have grabbed it.
She tried before anyway, so.
There wasn't any rules.
Wrong hatchet, Murin! Bury the hatchet already.
There wasn't any rules saying you couldn't take the hatchet with you.
But he couldn't see and I could. There would be nothing stopping me from reaching around him.
Yeah, I could take it with me, but then I can't see anything ever.
If it was a bonus action for you to pick the hatchet up and show it off, wouldn't it have been a bonus action for him to pick it up, climb down, and disappear?
Right, but I made sure to center darkness on the hatchet.
Right. Which means you'd have had to fight him anyhow.
I should have picked up and just threw it somewhere.
Now you can't find it either.
But just
I-
everyone else is like a big, a big globe of darkness is just flying in the air.
And I've never seen an axe flying in the air.
The
Because
end
it
is
doesn't look
coming!
scary.
If it was on his person, you'd have still had to fight him. depending on how we hit it. So, that
Fair.
being said, an hour passes, your rest has happened, and
I tiger ball my shoulders.
the rest of you guys,
Doesn't exist yet.
how many of you are staying by the pit? How many of you are going off to do a thing?
Do a thing.
That's why I had you roll the dex.
I'm staying by the pit. This is 200.
Which I miffed.
Yes, you did. Well, you didn't roll high.
No, I didn't. And I've been rolling beautifully after that.
Well,
Stop
quit wasting
wasting
your rolls.
it.
So, you watch as the pit grows once again.
Oh gosh.
It grows another 10 feet in diameter.
That's radius.
Sorry. Try it. Just to make sure.
Bard, wizard, same difference.
So it's not too tight.
It's a little bit
Said
tight,
bard,
but
wizard, same difference.
It's not going anywhere.
I'm
Okay.
confused.
Perfect.
I mean, you could probably go just a little bit looser, but I don't think it's a big deal
And it'll probably loosen up with
as you use it.
use, yeah.
So I think that'll be fine. Give it a wash.
A wash.
I'm pretty sure if you give it a wash, it'll loosen up some. So you make your way back to
Successfully
this.
hat.
You make your way back to this pit, and when you look inside, you see a scene that is almost absurd if it weren't for the fact that you're dealing with a bunch of orcs.
Oh gosh.
There are
They're mud wrestling.
hand axes all tossed in the pit.
How many?
Oh, it's like when you go need to
How
defend a
many?
sword.
How many do you figure you made over the night, Mirren?
Shoot.
Like 20 or 30.
Yeah. And it would look odd, but again, you're
Okay.
dealing with the half-orcs. And everybody starts to gather around. And then you hear Chef, Thok, Alexis,
Yep.
make your way to the pit.
Yes, sir.
I need another initiative from you.
Yep.
Put him in his place, Loxus. Dirty cheater.
Oh, shoot.
Bang.
Yeah, that's only a 7. Get my low one out of the way.
Alright. As the two of you approach, you see something that you don't see too very often, as Thok does one of these. Looking down in the pit.
I have to use every single trick from both of my classes.
And Chef goes, okay,
It only took you 2 tricks from one class.
so this is going to be a fairly simple one. You see all them axes in there?
Yep.
That's the only weapon you can use.
Does that include magic? Because magic isn't a weapon. It's a tool.
Or weapon is a tool.
He doesn't know any magic, so no. No magic.
What? I go off. That's bullshit. Last challenge, there was no magic either.
Didn't say there was no magic last
Why is
time.
it this time? Because you did that last time?
Yes.
Well, there you go. You invented a new rule for orc standoffs.
DM question?
Yeah.
Does my chi count as magic?
Does it say it's magical?
No, but it can be.
Chi is not magic in and of itself. The effects that it creates could be considered magical, but it's chi. Chi is not magic.
So I can use my chi, I just can't use my chi to cast a spell.
No, you can use your chi. You can't use your warlock abilities. Your warlock spells.
Okay, because I have monk spells that are
I know,
from my chi, so I can
I
use
know.
those.
but chi is chi. Magic is magic.
I don't feel like I understand.
You're using chi
Yes.
to create a spell-like ability.
Which is not a spell.
Okay.
Trust me, I understand what you're
Okay.
thinking.
Okay. Then I have that conversation with Chef so I'm clear on the rules.
What conversation? What are you telling Chef?
Actually, no, I'm not telling him anything because I checked with the DM. Because now I'm afraid if I talk to Chef, he's going to veto my cheat. I talked to Chef about my abilities and how they're not magic. How some of my abilities aren't magic.
Oh, I don't get it.
If it's something I can do with my body that's not magic, can I still do it?
Is it magic?
No.
Then you can do it. I think
Okay.
that's what I said, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I'm a bit rattled from the first fight.
Oh, that's understandable. It was a good hit.
It was. Can I address Thok before we start?
Can you dress Doc?
Address. Talk to him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to dress him. I've already undressed one organ. That didn't go so well.
What'd
You
you say?
don't need my permission to talk.
Thok,
Huh?
I want to make you a deal.
Huh?
If I win this fight, you have to get on your knees in front of Murin and admit that he's the better orc.
He's only a half orc.
Why?
I can't
Half an
do
orc
that.
is better than a half. And why not?
Because if I'm the leader, I can't bow to no one.
Sounds like you're afraid of losing to a
No,
girl.
it's the law.
Huh.
It's the law. Once I'm leader, if I bow to somebody, that means I give up my position.
So if you lose this fight, who's leader then?
Me.
All right.
So you're a leader either way, even though they're gonna follow a leader that lost to a little girl.
You're not an orc.
Doesn't that make it more of a disgrace for you?
No, that just means that this is for fun.
My least favorite orc one.
There is nothing. I'm sorry, Murin. There is jack shit that I can do. I'm
I
sorry.
don't care what Thok thinks. I just don't like him. What is that?
You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Right then.
Yeah, mushroom, yes.
As you can see, there's a bunch of axes in there. Those are your weapons. Have fun. Whoever comes out of this walking is the winner.
All right.
You see Thok climbs into the pit. Aloxus, you
So
climb
if you-
into the pit.
So if you take off their feet and they can't walk, does that take?
It's a figure of speech, girl.
Okay.
It's one of
Shoot,
them
that means
idiot
I
things.
can't do that. I saved a spell slot for that, and now I can't do it. Son of a whisker biscuit. And I can't do
On your
that.
marks, get set, fight. And Aloxus,
I'm guessing.
you lost the initiative.
Yep.
As Thok picks up one of the hand axes and hurls it at you.
Hell yeah!
It's okay, Patrick.
I know. I was trying
No,
not to
I understand. It's okay.
screw everything up.
Okay.
That's okay.
As a 18.
That is a hit.
Alright.
I use my deflect missiles.
Hold on a second.
Sorry.
You gotta let me go with this.
I'm sorry.
I do not have this written down. Can one of you all look up the damage for a throwing axe?
Throwing
I
axe?
believe it's 1d6 plus dex, but I'll look.
Pretty sure it is.
I don't know if you need them or not, but I scattered 9 little dices around.
So just the
I
To
doubt
act
I'll
like
need them,
axes.
but we'll pretend.
I'm sorry. I
Hand
should have
axe?
lost you.
Yeah,
This
hand
is your
axe
fight, not
1d6
mine.
slashing.
and it's got a thrown distance, right?
Range is 20 to 60.
Perfect.
If the companionship between Aloxus and Murin wasn't strained enough.
As
No good deed.
he does 6 points of slashing damage with the hand axe.
Okay. Hold on.
He has a second one in his hand that it looks like he's getting ready to throw as well.
Okay. Hold. I don't take damage.
You need to roll to make that assessment.
When you are hit by a ranged weapon attack, when you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dex mod plus your monk level.
Yep. You haven't done anything yet. You need to roll.
8.
Thank you.
If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it is small enough for one hand. If you catch a missile in this way, you can spend a chi point to make a ranged attack with the weapon you just caught as part of the same reaction.
Yep.
You make this attack with proficiency,
Yep.
regardless of your weapon, and it counts as a monk weapon for the attack, which has a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet.
Speaking of which, you need to move Thuck so he's within 20 feet of her.
So wait, question. Does that mean like with an arrow she could just fling it back at them?
Yes!
Yeah.
Any
That's
missile
epic.
any missile weapon that you can catch with one hand.
That's epic.
And I don't have to use it. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you could technically just catch it.
Yep.
As
you don't have
the
to go
second axe makes its way toward you, this one doing 12 points of slashing damage to you.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe some good weapons.
again, deflect missiles.
You can't, you only have one reaction per turn.
I was not thinking about that. I should have flung that one back at him. Alright, I take 12.
Yep.
Ouch. How did the hand axe do 12? This guy's got some sick mods.
And now it is your turn.
Yes, it is. Alright. What is Thok wearing?
What you wearing?
He's just wearing regular clothing.
Regular clothing?
Yep.
Like tunic and half breeches?
More or less.
I use 2 of my chi points to cast darkness centered on his breeches.
Okay.
I then use my movement to move in on him.
Mhm.
Which, that was a bonus action.
As soon as the sphere pops up, you hear every single one of the orcs start to jeer and get angry. Those of you who are outside the ring can tell that all of the orcs are extremely angry right now.
I didn't take that spell today.
Just kidding.
What's up?
Don't look at me.
Can I redact the action?
Sure.
Actually, you know what? I don't redact the action. This is Loxy, and this is how she fights. If they don't like it, they could have beat me in the ring themselves. Martial arts to kick the snot out of this bugger.
Okay.
That's a 7, 8, 9, 10. That's an 11. Do I roll at advantage because he cannot see? He's blinded. That is an 18 to hit.
Okay.
And that is 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then it is his turn.
And as you cast this sphere of darkness around him, you hear, again, the crowd starts to get angry, calling out that you are not following the rules, calling out that you are blaspheming this competition. And Thok, from where he's standing, shouts out, "Quiet! She can only fight this way because she's a girl and she's not an orc. If she has to use underhanded techniques, let her."
I like her.
Yeah.
And as this happens, he leans down, grabs an axe, and swings at you. The first
repaired.
swing, 16, 19 to hit.
That's it. You got a 19 on disadvantage? Holy crap.
Oh, sorry, thank you. You got a 19 on disadvantage.
Think I missed one?
No, I think you purposely made one
Oh.
in there.
Trying to think. Oh, I see.
Oh,
I didn't.
and
Oh,
he does
That's okay.
Wait, what?
12 points of damage
Oh, that one
as
was
the
a
axe
bad one.
comes down on you.
Unless it was.
No.
And
Stop.
you feel, well, you don't feel, you watch as he leans in on you, following the blow of the axe,
Okay.
and you hear a whisper from him. I can do some crazy things too.
We're all crazy down here.
And in the darkness, all of a sudden, you hear him start chanting.
Wait, he's chanting? That's magic.
Yep. Your turn.
Rules say no magic.
They can't see.
Right, I attack him.
Okay.
It's a 9.
Do you have more mushrooms or yeah?
Extra attack.
No, that's not.
Wait, no, advantage. Just kidding. It's not a 9. Ah! It's not a 9!
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
It is a...
Thank you.
10...
They said
It is
question
a
from the salad. Okay.
12.
12?
Sorry.
12 damage.
Oh, 12 damage.
Yeah, that was a nat 20.
Okay.
It's a 12. And then extra attack
I can have
Okay.
cheese. And no.
Well, I'm glad
at
I-
advantage.
Blue cheese on
That
it.
is a
I'm glad you
17.
didn't.
Yep.
Because no, I don't like it until I can't have it.
That is a 10. I rolled super low on my crit. That sucks.
As you start tearing into him, and you hear him just chuckle.
I wasn't done yet. But okay, he's laughing.
You're tearing into him, and you hear him. Little girl, little girl.
Is it considered martial arts if I bite his jugular and like roadhouse rip his throat out?
You can attempt to, but it would be at a severe disadvantage.
Roll a 20.
Martial arts. I'm expending one more chi point.
How many do you have left?
Long rest. I got all 5 back. Darkness
rest.
only took 2.
Okay.
Or
That's
short
why
rest.
I asked, how many
Yeah.
do you have left?
2 after this.
Okay.
And it's still an advantage. That's only a 15 to hit.
Your martial arts, as he's chanting, little girl, he just kind of, and boom. It's almost as if he knew what was coming.
Extra attack. When you take the attack action, it's not on a
Use
hit.
your extra attack before your martial arts.
I'm sorry, I attacked him. No, you've got me confused.
You said attack and then martial arts. Use
Oh,
extra
gotcha. Attack before.
your martial
Okay,
arts.
gotcha. Can I still extra?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just correcting the flow.
Crit.
Okay.
That is 10 damage plus 4, so 14 more damage.
Math is hard. Alright. And,
I'm gonna go down swinging.
oh, that's alright. You notice that there is a bit of a glow in his eyes now.
So they don't have any magic sensors, because they would have picked it up.
This isn't that that advanced. It's not a guild challenge.
Well,
Does a 26 hit?
yeah, it does. So do I fight with honor or do I win?
To be fair, though, you casting darkness to them probably
magic.
is.
They don't understand your abilities.
13 points of damage from the first swing.
Yep.
And the second swing goes wild.
Okay.
Can't fight without using silly tricks.
I'm not the only one using tricks. You're using magic.
I'm praying to my god.
His god is little girl?
You hear Fister from the outside. He's praying to a little girl.
Now you're in trouble. His eyes go gray.
My deity's gray. And I am going to send up a help me, please.
Maybe?
That's great.
That was a stretch.
That was cheesy.
Just
Get
like-
it? Great, cheesy.
Yeah, like she's great.
Okay. Alright, I am
This ain't
going
Olive
to
Garden.
You guys are both
hit him.
Oh shoot.
Bang.
What?
You need to roll a concentration check. Isn't darkness a concentration?
Hold on.
That's why I'm asking.
It might be.
Tell you the difference is she's using it as a monk ability.
True.
So it might have different.
It works best as a
Connotations.
darkness spell.
Oh, okay.
You can just do it as a monk. You can use your chi instead of having to expend a spell slot. It's
Which is concentration.
I need a concentration check.
it's way of the shadows.
A check or a save?
You pass.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, I am going to hit him. Let's see. And it's still an advantage, correct? Or can he see? Okay.
I can see clear.
9 plus 7, 16.
The magical cheating darkness is gone.
Okay. Extra attack. 20. That is 10.
Are the orcs up above still pretty rowdy?
Well, nobody can tell what's going on.
They are
Just yelling and chanting and grunting and
they are visibly upset, but they seem to be keeping it as much in check as possible because of what Thok said.
Okay.
I am going to use one more of my chi points to disengage.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Okay.
Move outside the darkness. And I'm going to try and move where there's axes.
It's hard to move where there aren't axes.
Gotcha.
There's like 20 of them.
I can throw into the darkness.
I cast axe in the dark.
Alright.
Because technically he... Or no, because I would
You mean a
disengage,
middle
so
school
he
boy in a locker room?
What?
What?
Axe spray.
Oh.
That is not what we were figuring.
would- That made no senses.
Alright, you watch as this sphere of darkness. Yeah, you watch as this sphere of darkness starts to move around, and it goes toward Varian, 15 feet.
Okay, at the edge of the pit.
until it gets to the edge of the pit
Bonk.
and stops moving.
Did he hit the wall?
No.
Or his back to the wall is more like it.
Okay.
Well, that's just the way I push the model.
Is that back to my turn?
Yep.
I am going to pick up, and they're both light hand weapons, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to pick up 2 axes, move
All made by your
15 feet forward.
Mhm.
Because I just don't add for the second one, correct? Because I technically am not proficient because I didn't catch it.
When you roll to hit, you do not add proficiency to it.
Okay.
Either attack.
Okay.
Hold on. Go ahead and add it. They're hand axes. Why wouldn't they be monk weapons?
Because they're light. Right. Okay, hand axes. That's what... I don't know why I thought normal axe. I've thrown a normal axe and hit stuff with it, so
Right.
I, you know.
No, these are hand axes. You'd be proficient in them as a monk.
Okay. 20 on the first one.
Okay.
And it's 1d6 plus dex.
Yep.
4 plus 4, 8 damage. And then the second one, because I don't have 2 weapon fighting.
You have extra attack.
Oh yeah, just kidding.
You just don't have a bonus attack this turn.
That would be a 17.
Yep.
Wait, would it still be an advantage because he can't see? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. 19 to hit. And that's only 6 damage.
And you watch as these axes go thunk thunk. And all of a sudden, the darkness drops.
I didn't drop it.
I know. And you see one of the orcs that was covered in darkness has knelt down and put his hand over onto Thok, and the darkness was dispelled.
That's cheating.
He's our chief. We make sure he wins.
I cast Mirror at the non-darkness.
In response to that,
Okay.
how do I want to do this?
Hey Thok, you want to call it a battle royale? Your tribe against mine?
Cricket.
I'm waiting
not-
on you.
I'm not super enthused
I know.
about that.
Actually, never mind because they're not being charmed or frightened.
Which means they're going to heal him. They're going to throw magical boons. That's going to... If I fight by the rules, I only have half my skills anyway.
Actually, no, I can do that.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm going to use my final 2 bardic inspirations.
Okay.
To use my,
Inspired words.
yeah,
Okay.
my inspired words. My inspired words.
For those of you who don't know,
Here's
this is
your
a
talking
custom
character,
class for a bard.
sure.
She's using
I
a
want to say it without
homebrew variant subclass for the
Oh, I
bard.
know,
This is
I'll
one of
get
the
you.
abilities that we created for it.
I'm casting calm emotions on the group of orcs.
Okay. And what do I need to do?
They must make a charisma save.
And what happens if I save, and what happens if I don't?
If you save, then nothing happens. If they fail, then they lose their hostile feelings towards Aloxus.
Okay. And what is my DC to beat?
A lot.
That's not helpful.
15.
15. There are a handful of orcs who don't seem to calm down.
Okay. A handful of the handful.
You guess about half of them start to relax.
Out. Oh well, that's okay.
As Thok turns and looks at you. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Bring it.
As he strides up to you, not running, just grabs one of the axes off the ground, walks up to you, stands toe to toe with you.
Yep.
And swings.
Yep.
And does a 17 hit.
No, tie goes to defender.
First swing you manage to block without much of a problem. The second swing
He's gonna hit.
does hit you. 27
Damage?
to hit.
Oh god.
The strike, however,
34.
does 10 damage to you. Little girl. I'm waiting.
Creeper.
Does he look hurt at all?
Oh, heck yeah. You see blood dripping from all sorts of him.
Is there blood on my hands from his wounds?
Yes.
And I'm gonna stance up and hit him. Ow.
Misdra. Ew.
Sometimes.
Excuse me. Do you have your shots?
Did you lick your
Circle,
hand?
circle.
No,
dot,
I went
dot.
like
Oh.
War paint.
with his blood.
Circle, circle, dot, dot.
Now you have your orc bit shot.
Alright. Oh, that's awful. Alright, I am going to sink into stance, ki, and launch attacks at him.
Okay.
Are you gonna actually do a ki or would that wake the kids?
That would make
Right.
If I
not a good
actually did a
idea.
ki in this room with this acoustics, the neighbors would wake up.
Right?
And I don't have advantage anymore, but that's okay with that one. That is 25 to hit.
You do
No,
not miss.
23 to hit.
You do not miss. Are you attacking barefisted or with one of the hatchets?
Barefisted.
Okay.
And that is 5 damage.
Okay.
And then extra attack.
Okay.
And I horribly miss.
How horribly?
I got a 1. That's an 8 to hit.
As you throw this swing, it goes wide enough that Thok is able to put his arm out and leave you wide open for the next attack.
If I use my final chi point to flurry of blows,
Okay.
do I still get to hit him, or did that completely...
Oh no, you can continue to hit him.
Alright. I, using my amazing martial arts that I learned, am going to use that to pivot around and just turn it into a paddle wheel.
My amazing martial arts.
You just made Darian's brain hurt.
Uh-huh.
But I did kind of go, I kind of want to watch you spar like that.
17 and 11 to hit.
The first one hits.
That one is a 10.
Another 10 points of damage. As you see that he is flagging a bit now. And with that, he reaches down, grabs another axe. His first swing misses by a little bit. And his second swing finds purchase with a 20.
Grab my chair so
By
I
a
can
lot.
over-
28.
Yeah.
And the axe buries itself into you, dealing. Wow, he rolled super low that
I
time.
know.
7 points of damage to
I'm
you.
still standing.
That's because the...
I thought for sure that killed it.
And you start to look like you're flagging as well.
I have 3 hit points before I'm in my flight, which you said in subdual fights doesn't count at all, right?
Correct. So you have 3 hit points left.
And I'm out
Although
of...
is this technically
points.
subdual?
You
I
can
never
choose-
stated subdual.
You can choose when a creature is about to die, you can choose to go subdual and knock him unconscious.
I just know in the past, even if we don't want it to be subdual, it doesn't go into our fight. And that's a 15 to hit.
You have an extra attack, don't you?
Yeah. That's a 22.
That will make contact.
It's 5 damage.
5 points of damage. And with that, he drops both of his axes. You done well. And he turns and walks away.
Where are you going?
I could finish you with this next round.
Would he know that?
He's shown nothing but arrogance and bravado. What do you think? I could finish you this next round. You could finish me this next round. But it doesn't change who's in charge. Let's walk away with a good battle.
One condition. And I'll hold up my hand for a handshake. You owe me something to drink.
Oh, we're all drinking tonight. And you clasp hands.
Not bad for a girl.
You know, Orc.
From what I saw, neither is most of your tribe.
Now is not the time to make slights at my people.
It was said with a...
And with that, you watch as everybody starts to celebrate that Thok is now the leader.
Everybody except for Murin.
I'm not.
You
watch as a feast is gathered throughout most of the afternoon. Highly makes an exception to the rule and allows a minor bit of hunting. They come back with a couple deer and a couple boar. She provides the fruits and vegetables, and there is a grand feast in honor of the competition. Another day goes by as Mirren helps finish with the last of the steel ingots. Hailey and the rest of you work on different things. Roll me another dexterity.
no
Vistra.
feast RP?
Vistra, roll me a dexterity as well.
I'm just gonna have to.
Wet rag, please.
What'd you get?
That would have been.
What
better
did you
than
get?
that.
A 2. Alright, and what did you get on yours?
A 2.
Alright. You spend the evening working on Vistra.
Stop wasting them.
Vistra. You spend the evening working on shield maneuvers.
Just does not want me to master
However,
my
working with
style.
orcs on shield maneuvers, they don't know how to take it easy, and you find yourself on your butt more often than not.
Ow.
You,
To have a bruised butt.
you have a bruised butt, sore muscles everywhere.
We just
You
got
are
to look
still
at another
trying to
Spartan.
figure out how to use your
Spartan
tail
Spartan.
for this tool. It's still a bit awkward. The day goes by, and you are now 3 days behind Eric, at the very least. And you are finished working the steel ingots out into weapons for the orcs. You are all rested, well fed. The grove is starting to look amazing. The pit that was dug highly has actually turned into a small pond.
Nice.
Cool.
And right. And
Personal pond.
the orcs have all gathered in front of you guys and Hailey. Thok approaches you.
Who? Us? The group?
The group. We're going to travel and get out of Heidi's hair. Though she did say we and you are welcome back here whenever. We still don't know the name of your tribe.
The Boar's Head.
He's looking at Mirren.
Of course he is.
Boar's Head.
As we travel and as we run into the other tribes, I will spread word. And with that, we should be able to help guarantee at least some safe passage when you meet other Orc tribes.
Thank you.
I appreciate all of the help that you have given us. And maybe one day we'll be able to hunt as a full tribe. Be safe in your journeys.
You as well.
May your travels
Yep.
be
You too.
fortuitous.
And you notice that the sending stone that you had handed to them, Thok has done his best to try and make it look like yours.
I have a bracer though.
Right.
Okay.
And it's just horrible.
Oh
It's just cringing.
They have taken hide from one of the kills and tried to makeshift a bracer out of hide and string and bits.
Yeah, that's just
Something
reaction.
like
I'm gonna rubber
yours.
back. Be like, it's okay.
Just let it happen.
You guys go gather supplies. I'll be there in a moment. How do I use this?
You just touch it
Uh-huh.
and then say what you want to say to us.
And if
If
we
you
say
want-
anything, you'll hear it. If we say anything to you, you'll hear it.
And if you want to just say something to Mirren, then you say his name and then say it. Right?
Yeah,
say
you
that
can
right?
you can send messages individually. You have to think about it.
But you have to say the messages out loud.
Okay, so I have to talk to this,
Yes.
Yes.
and you'll hear me.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I run a little bit away. Doc, that's how it works.
Huh. I might have to give this to the sayer. There's too much for me.
Oh, honey.
If you ever hear a lot of noise coming out of it, we're probably in a battle.
We would have to choose to.
Well,
We're not specified.
I will look forward to our next meeting. And he extends a hand.
And I grab it. Don't cause trouble. As little trouble as possible. I don't want to be known as the founder of troublemakers.
Okay.
Roam the countryside and do whatever it is you guys do, but try not to cause trouble.
That's what they do to cause trouble! They're orcs!
They could probably find something to do that's not causing trouble.
They're orcs.
Okay. Don't
There,
cause
there.
trouble.
Okay.
I do not want to hear people going after Khrushchev because they caused trouble.
Okay, but what's your classification of
okay.
trouble?
That-
Killing innocent people, raiding. Go be peaceful.
They're
They're orcs!
So
What if the town is empty?
I'm a half orc and I'm mostly peaceful.
If the town is...
Can we raid an empty town?
I don't see why not.
Don't hurt as few innocent people as possible. How about that?
I can work with that.
Okay.
Let's see.
As he turns around and
There's
walks
10
away,
people
he just
here,
shouts to the rest of
but
the
only
group,
3 people
"We're headed
here.
south!"
There's only there's 10
And
people
they start
here, but
to
there's only
wander
3
off
people
through the
here.
forest.
That would be as few people as possible. So I'm gonna go with these few people.
Orc logic. You know that's exactly what happened.
So you watch as the tribe gathers their gear and starts to disappear through the forest to the south.
Oh, jeez. So, where are we headed to first? Are we following Eric?
Well, I'm waiting for Mirren to chew me out.
Can you at least chew her out on the road?
Yeah, it can wait.
I thought we had decided to go to Talmond.
So did I.
The only reason I wanted to go to Talmond myself was to get more sending stones, but
I want to go see my family house.
She's
because
got
for
her
all I
family's
know,
house.
Yeah, my dad could be there.
Although
he could be there dead for all I know. I don't know.
we had Whitebridge is closer than Talmond, isn't
No.
it?
No.
No.
Alright.
Navara, do you think that the lady that
As you guys recall...
Garnet's mother would have buried your mother?
As you guys recall, somebody happens to have a bit of a map of the eastern coast.
Hey, Navara.
As she takes it out
And
for us.
I still have a missive from Garnet saying his mother has information for us.
That was from before the druids got to him. That was probably
You
a trap for
notice
us.
on her map that Pinehurst is on the map. It actually has a name.
Pinehurst?
Yeah. And you notice that there is a road that heads northeast quite a distance. And your guess is that if you follow it all the way to the east, it connects with the road that you guys used as a passage through the mountains just before you ran into the wolves
Oh.
and Tick and Tack in the forest.
So Talmond is not on the map?
Talmond is on the map.
Okay.
You go a little bit further east and around the Cape, and you're back in Talmond.
Yeah,
If you were to head to Whitebridge, technically, it would be closer as the crow flies.
But road-wise.
Significantly longer.
Gotcha.
and I would have talked to the orcs about filling in anything that needed to be filled in. So.
As you talk to them, they informed you of the hills directly east and a strange metal door in the hills to the east.
Speak for an inventor.
They spoke of the small mountains just inside the Dragonlands that they saw dwarves hanging out there. And yes, they mentioned that much of that eastern territory where the lake is dragon territory. With a little bit of conversation with them, you realize he means dragon-born territory.
Ah.
Bit of a distinction there.
And the road that goes all the way through.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe
On the east side
the
of
family in the
on the east side of the hills where the metal door is, they say it's one of the Great Plains before you get to another bit of forest as it starts to go into swamplands further south by the coast.
Which way do you want to go?
I say any path is a good path.
You two
Says the dead person.
that went to Pinehurst already know that there is a road east straight out of Pinehurst.
We could take that road and get out of here.
I think we need to pursue what Eric was talking about with the dragon. I think.
Are we strong enough?
Well, we beat a priestess of Vecna.
And I just got my
Barely!
butt
but-
almost handed to me by an orc.
Would you want to fight Ari?
Well, I'd like to wrestle with Ari.
I was about to say, that could be
Yeah,
fun.
we like to wrestle in the sack.
Okay, but that is not what I Wow, Navara, take that up a notch, why don't you?
You haven't
Thinking
shown any
it.
other reason for most of the guys we've met. Why else would I not think
I'm
that?
single. What are you talking
So
about?
am I.
So am I.
So am I.
House of Silk, clean anything?
Can we go back there? Which way do you want to go, Mirren?
Doesn't matter to me.
So why don't we just go out of Pinehurst?
Are you gonna hate me forever, or
I'm pretty upset.
I
said I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I
I'll get over it
should have
eventually.
I should have let you.
We can talk about this on the road. 'Cause it's gonna be a talk.
She huffs away. Make a decision. I'll go with. I know where we're going.
My vote is we go through the road from Pinehurst.
Quickest way to Tomon is my vote.
Let's go tell Mom then.
Come on.
Quickest route. I agree.
On the horse.
We have horses,
Yeah,
so
on
that
the
helps
horse.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's why we went and got the horses.
All right. So are you guys you guys are heading to Pinehurst and then taking the road?
Mm-hmm.
It's the most direct road.
As you guys get ready to head out, Hailey gives hugs to the ladies, goes to give you a hug, and kind of.
I thank her for her hospitality.
Who, me or her?
You,
Okay.
scary half-orc.
I'll do.
And as you
I was looking for a word that I couldn't find.
agree to the hug, she seems to soften and she just wraps her arms around you.
So you're gonna look at the girl like you do with me.
Yeah.
My home is yours.
Well, thanks. Pick up the tree.
Yeah, heck of a
If
strength.
you ever have the time to return,
Strength roll of 84.
please let me know. And if you ever get a chance, please, I have a friend that I haven't spoken to in many, many years. Yes?
What's the friend's name?
Her name is Alondra.
Isn't that the one that we met?
We know Alondra.
Okay?
Well, Eric knows Alondra. We can
We
let her know
met
you're
her.
back.
No, we met her.
Well, yeah, we met her, but we don't know her
We
well.
actually no, because we met her in the temple to Malar.
Yep, because we helped
The temple to Malar?
Well, okay.
underneath her tree. It's a long story.
There was a cave, and we went in the cave, and there was like
Murals and a weird
Murals.
obelisk with some bone dust in it. It was a little creepy.
and she was there, I guess. I don't know.
We met her first.
It was such a long time
Eric
ago.
when she
and so
came
much
out of the
has
wall,
happened.
and then she did come back there after we had
Yes.
cleared it out.
I haven't seen her in a long time. I fear there may be trouble. So if you do see her again, make sure she knows I'm back.
We will bring her the tidings.
Hey, Eric. If you know how to get a hold of Alondra, can you please let her know that Hailey's looking
She's
for her?
usually in her grove.
Eric said
Is
she's
the
usually in
grove on
her
her
grove.
way?
I can't leave mine. We are bound to our groves.
So,
The only time I can speak to her is when I go back to the Feywild, and it has been a long time since I've seen her in the Feywild.
we will let her know that you are back.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Hailey,
Huh?
will you please mark on this map just how far your grove extends?
And as she does that, you realize that her grove, she circles. And she's pointing this out. I don't want to have a grove as I oversee this entire forest. The grove
Okay.
itself is what you see here. This is what I cannot leave. But my power extends into the forest. And it's all of this as she circles what appears to be close to a 10-mile radius.
Wow.
I'm gonna mark that down on the map, and then I'm gonna take out my sketchbook and, from memory and from looking, I'm gonna draw out her tree.
And with that, you guys are heading out.
Yep.
Okay.
Up on sham and going out.
Before we leave, I want to ask Hailey, do you have any idea, maybe even if there's whispers in the Feywild, I have no clue of my origin.
I have no idea who you are either, dear. This is the first I've met you.
Was there any leftover steel or materials?
Little bits, yeah.
Whatever is left, I'm gonna put in my bag. What do I get?
All the loot.
I'd say the equivalent of 2 bars of iron.
So am I healed back up now?
You've had a long rest. Everybody's had a long rest.
Have you heard of? Well, actually, that's Lexi's question to ask.
You can ask your own.
If she's heard of the Grey.
No, actually, Vistra would be just as curious because of all of the deity work he did with me back in the city.
Have you heard of someone called the Grey?
The only thing that comes to mind is a tale of a creature that exists in limbo.
Go on.
That's all I know.
That creature that exists in limbo, I believe, is my patron.
And you know more of him than I do.
Not much more, I'm afraid.
Still more than me. I thought it was just a rumor. You're now telling me it's fact.
That's how I got to be this color.
Binding crystals.
And that's how Mushu. That's why he's this color. He said he strives for balance, and I'm his only gateway into this world. Otherwise, this wouldn't be a world that he's normally in.
I see.
Which might explain why he's not
Known anywhere?
I see. That's information I shall bring back to the court. But again, you know more of him than I do. I thought he was but a rumor.
Oh, he's very real.
I see this now.
But fair.
Neat.
And with that, you guys start your trip from Pinehurst to Talmond. And
It's only been 3 years.
right,
Start
Is
all
it
over
really?
again.
I meant, no.
Well,
the circle
it's
of
gotta be-
life.
It's
been
been
2.5
a while
Before you had
since
the
we've
house.
been to...
2.5.
roughly
Back
2.5
in the trailer.
years since
Back
you
when I
guys
worked at
started
Target.
your mission out of Talmond. But in game, it's only been
That's what I meant
about 4
game.
months, I think.
Back when Joe worked at Target.
It's been about 4 months in game.
That's crazy.
As you guys make your way out, Hiley points and says to follow one of the game trails, and it leads you out onto the.
Come on, Mushu, sit still. No! Bad Mushu!
It leads you out into some of the grasslands just outside the forest, and a short jaunt to the road proper.
Please sit still.
From where you guys are, you can look to the east and you see just barely the peaks of what look like mountains, but on the horizon, they only look about that tall.
Oh,
Just barely peeking out over the horizon, you see jagged peaks a little further north than where you're headed. The temperature is starting to get a little bit chilly as it's starting to make its way into the fall seasons. The trees are starting to change colors a little bit as you get outside of the influence of Hiley's Grove. And you manage to catch, far off to the south, a black mass moving. And as you all look, Mirren's eyesight pulls out the proper details, and you realize that there is a herd of bison traveling.
don't scare us like that.
We're all going,
Every single one of us was like...
And for the briefest moment, you swear you see something weird. You're not 100% sure because it's covered by these bison, but you swear it was this flash of red moving just a little bit faster than the bison.
flash of red.
That's the Flash.
Barry, dang it!
You now transdimension hopped.
You now exist in true fiction. And you guys begin your travel. The first few days go by without much incident as you're watching the plants, the animals. It's just a gorgeous ride. And you start to notice that the hills that
Have
are
eyes.
Thank you.
that are on your map are starting to be seen.
We're going
Can you?
the right way.
Watch for herbs along the way.
Yes. You are able to pick up a number of different. Go ahead and roll a 20 and add your wisdom for intelligence, whichever one is higher.
That would be wisdom, and that would be a total of 11.
11? Alright. We'll keep that in mind for just a couple more minutes here.
No worries.
Jot that down. And you notice that the foot traffic on this road is actually pretty steady. It's a whole lot different than what you had going from Telmont to Northam to Whitebridge, where it was almost dead. Here, you see people traveling back and forth quite a bit. And a lot of it is what looks like grains, foodstuffs, pelts, things like that.
People are getting their trading done before winter hits.
And a lot of the stuff that's heading out looks to be wooden materials. Many people wave hi, many people strike up conversation if they're traveling in the same direction with you. You hear talk of the gnomish town of Watford, which should be familiar to you guys. The home of Chicken Tack.
I know. No, that's Mr. Gordon. Not going there.
We
You
could go
hear-
visit Tick and Tack. That might cheer Murin up.
I'm not upset. I'm just mad at you.
You hear conversations about Cald, which is a hill dwarf community,
C-A-L-D?
Kald, which is a hill dwarf community that is located directly, almost directly north of the Great Lake in the plains. And on your fourth day, just before you guys reach, just as you guys are deep in the hills,
4 evil druids.
you notice that there is a road to the south and a sign that says Watford, and then another sign that says Telmond, and another sign that says Cald. And then you see a name that nobody has told you about that faces south as well. Troutbeck. Troutbeck, as one word.
B-E-C-K?
Yep.
Like the singer?
Yep.
I'm a loser.
And
I'm impressed.
This one faces.
What? I know Beck.
This one faces in between the east and the south, pointing southeast. But there's no road in that direction.
I thought that was east-south.
It is.
I throw something at Vistra. I take out one of my ball bearings and...
You actually notice.
I pulled with some. What?
You actually notice through the hills there are a few gnomes moving about. Most of them stop for a moment, look, and you watch one of them grab something out of a pack. You, because you're the one who has the eagle's eye, grabs something out of its pack, lifts it up to its head, and there's this flash of light. And it does this, and then stuffs him back in, and you see as he turns to talk to somebody.
Was
With
it
his fingers
binoculars
pointing.
or a camera?
Camera.
Do
Yes,
binoculars flash?
It could have been the light reflecting
It
off
could have been. It could
See?
have been.
See?
That is a possibility.
And you continue your travels. Beautiful scenery, everything seems to be great. And
cameras are actually a very old. Flash would be something.
Flash would be relatively new.
Yeah, but
gunpowder.
Cameras are a very old device. The daguerreotype was a long time ago.
Well, even on the Flintstones, they have the bird under the hood.
You see a gnome pull something out of their
actually-
pocket, we all just twitch in response.
Not to get off track, but I took photography. You can actually build a camera out of a cardboard box with a pinhole
Yeah.
Yes.
and an unexposed photo.
That's
I actually did
Seriously,
that.
can. I have pictures of that. I'll bring them next time or whatever if I
I did
remember.
that
But I
in my
have pictures where I took
I will
photojournalism
know.
a device like that.
Because that's awesome.
When I was in photojournalism, we did the same thing.
Yep.
It was a really neat experiment.
You
I
basically
will
cover
remind
it, and then you let it expose for like 30 seconds, and then you
You-
cover it again, and then you develop the photo, and it takes a photo.
That's cool.
You start to make your way to the other side. You're starting to watch as the terrain flattens out, and you can see the Great Plains leading before you. And I need a perception out of everyone.
Do I get advantage?
No.
Even with eagle eyes?
Yes.
Woo, passive.
Not much better.
Here, you can have that because I redid that.
Oh, cool. The only reason I gave it to you is I didn't know if you had it.
Right. Well, that was a long time ago, but I remade one that I can write an inventory in.
Okay. We'll start with Aloxus.
16. Excuse me.
Vestra.
15.
21.
11.
None of you see anything.
Oh, I've gone blind.
However, Karana, there's a strange sound
Spherical sensation.
that sounds very reptilian in nature, and it's coming from
There's the season 2 bad guy.
the hills
There's the zoom.
behind you, just a little bit south.
Okay.
It sounds reptilian, and then all of a sudden, there's a really strange sound as you hear a click, click, like something metal catching.
Wrong campaign!
And as you start to turn to look and see what it is, there's a piercing scream from Karana as you see what looks
Piercing scream.
like a
Yeah.
troglodyte, only it's mechanical. And there's 3 of them as they come out of whatever camouflage they were in, starting to spread out around you. They have the same shape and design of what you guys recognize as troglodytes, the almost reptilian head, the broad shoulders and the claws, but they are made out of steel and iron. And the thing that really makes them stand out is behind the chest plate you can see this blue flash from inside the chest.
And it looks like they're surrounding us.
Oh, it's Avatar.
Looks like they're surrounding you, yes.
Horizon.
And
Which we still haven't even
all
finished.
3 of them extend their claws
It's been a season and a half.
and simultaneously hiss at you, and you again hear that reptilian sound, and as it's happening you hear the click, 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 click
We can
sound.
have a marathon.
Maybe they just want to hug us.
And there's a
Let's finish season
blue
3 and maybe start 4.
That would be fun.
burst around each of them that seems to surround them.
Nope.
And we'll leave off there.
Oh, come on!
So, do you want us to RP our conversation where Mirren kills Loxy?
If you guys
Outside
want
of
to
game?
RP that, be my guest.
Oops. I dropped
You're
a
going to
phone
begin because Mira's not talking to you.
Well, then there's nothing to talk about.
Well, like,
Right.
I wouldn't bring it up to you is what I'm saying.
What is it with guys in this? I'm stoic, me no poop, me have constipated face, make me tough. No!
Do you want to see my poop? I'm
Still
pooping.
rolling.
I'll save some for you next time.
He's still rolling.
Yeah.
You know, after my years in the medical field, I could probably give you some insight to your diet if I did.
We'll say
Is that Alexis's years of medical, or is that...
We'll say that
yeah.
this is happening before you get to the end.
So I'm in character.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
Oh, jeez.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, bye!
Thank you for watching.
I was ready.
Alright.
Oh, wait, do we want to...
For anybody interested, for those of you who want to join us, tomorrow we have Vistra, Angela,
That's the
taking-
right one. That's the right
taking
one.
her shot at DMing Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
That was almost bad.
We'll be doing that about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And again, we have contact information down below. I'll be adding more as the rest of the group starts to give me their information. Thank you. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye!
Bye.